And we're back. All right, well, we can go over to the battle cam, which will appear in a moment. All right, so we're already into initiative. Hope y'all are ready for this immediately kicked off fight. And F, you are up first. There is standing in front of you a pile of junk that is about 15 feet tall, slowly writhing towards you. But you have the initiative. What would you like to do?
Hello there, fella. I just look up at it. As I just cower, just like stepping back. Oh goodness! Oh god! It's like, what's it like movements? Like, can you describe how it's moving towards me?
It's moving in kind of a shambly fashion, like all the stuff on the top of the pile as it's advancing towards you. The stuff on the top is falling down off of it into the front, and the stuff that was behind it is like raising back up. It's kind of like rolling over itself, like a perpetually collapsing pile of trash.
Oh, you're doing a bunch of roly-polies towards. Oh, I don't like that. Oh goodness. As I'm gonna like just turn to see if my boys or my boy and girl are behind me. Looking back at the thing, and then I'm gonna. I want to produce flame on it.
Produce flame. Go for it.
Just create a ball of fire that looks like purpley blues, like ethereal to this cosmic fire, and then just lob it at the thing.
Make your attack.
Load sheet. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Does 13 hit?
13 does not hit. So you
fuck.
Conjure up this bolt of spectral fire and lob it at this, and it does impact it. It just breaks across the front of it and doesn't seem to cause it any harm.
Mm-hmm. And as my bonus action, I am gonna start, like, some of that fire is gonna just, like, waft up my arm and then swirl around me, create my cosmic starry form as I do this. Creating I'm gonna say my archer form again, so it's gonna like have this spectral archer that hangs over me and then shoot an arrow at the creature. Nat 20.
Nat 20 hits.
Perfect.
Nice. Thank you.
Thanks. 1 plus 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 damage.
That's disappointing. But 9 damage is 9 damage. The bolt of starlight energy rockets out from the archer, hovering above you, and just pierces right into the center of this mass of junk and briefly makes a hole straight through it that you can see through before it closes back in with more garbage. That was 9 damage?
Yep.
Great.
No.
And now it's its turn.
No.
Oh goodness.
So when let's see, what's it gonna do? Where's its hole? This thing is a homebrew monster with very large character sheet. 1 moment, please.
Oh no. Okay. So what you're saying is use the good spells.
Well, I'm just saying that Peter helped me balance this, so do with that information what you will. Okay. So as your bolt of starlight crashes through it, it starts convulsing a little bit and making this deep, hollow, resonating sound. And okay, that is, and you hear some scurrying noises coming from all around, and out coming from various cracks in the wall is a swarm of rats.
Oh, that's not very hygienic.
Which I'm trying to pop down onto the map right now, but it's fighting with me. We're doing it live, folks.
So we're fighting some rats and some junk in.
Yes.
Okay.
That is what is happening.
Oh, we got a raid as well.
Hey, whoever that was.
Boily Fire.
Boily, Holy Firesmith.
Boily? Bolly?
Alright, welcome in. Hope you had a good stream. What were you guys doing?
Alright, so we have a swarm of rats that scurries in and forms right about over here. They will move. They're actually getting their own initiative. Okay, that is good to know. Action. Yep, and then it's going to lumber up straight towards you, Anath. Just to close some of that distance there.
Oh, gosh.
And let's see, did I give it any bonus actions?
No.
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
I did not. I did not. All right.
Gave no attack either. Just
that is going to be its turn.
Great.
And Wade, you're up next.
Do I
Am I
have?
last?
You are last.
Do I have like line of sight, as in like able to hit it with a spell, range spell?
Yeah, I'd say from there you do have line of sight on it, but it'll have partial cover.
Oh.
Since you can only see like a little bit of it.
Better spells, but I'm gonna. Can I slide through here?
Yeah, you can move around. Yeah, you can move around an ally.
So I'm gonna sneak by, get behind Anath, and then like sort of back up into the corner here. Like, oh god, there's rats.
Oh yes, there is.
Anath, you want me to attack the rats, or what?
They don't look like they're doing much, to be fair. They don't look like they're just coming out of the walls. It's just a health and safety hazard. I'd say, honestly, just leave it for now. I think the big problem right now is this big thing.
All right, Wade is going to, try and line up a chromatic orb shot. Would you say like most of this stuff is wood-based, or?
It's a mix. There's some wooden items, small pieces of furniture, various looks like strange trinkets. Looks like there's some clothing in there, just books. Everything that was on the shelves in this storage room has amalgamated. Yeah, Annette's watch.
No, we'll just go with acid then.
Acid.
Roll to hit. That's a low number. It's a 7.
So the seven, you conjure up this ball of acid and project it towards the pile of refuse, and it hits it right in the center, and it seems to absorb some of the magic.
That doesn't look good.
Okay. That doesn't seem good. It's true.
No.
Yeah. Wizards don't really have bonus actions, so that's my turn for now.
All right. Now it's time for the rats.
Damn it, Cam. You're slower than rats.
They are. They're gonna run up right into your space, Wade, and start running up your legs and gnawing at your ankles. It's gonna make their bite attack. It's gonna be a 6.
Oh,
I don't think that hits.
Maybe
No,
they are a health and
no.
safety issue as well.
I'm gonna wildly shake my legs and get them up.
Yeah, it seems to be pretty effective. You managed to knock most of them off. That's all they're gonna do. So Cam, now you're up.
Yeah, I am. Shit is all I gotta say first. I feel like everyone's struggling with this thing at the moment. Pam is going to just kind of motion like this, and you see her eyes just kind of light up a golden hue for a moment, and she's gonna cast Fairy Fire on the goop.
That's a dex save.
Yes.
Does a 6 succeed?
It does not. Thank goodness.
What color is your fairy fire?
I feel like it's like a obnoxious sort of pink color because that seems like something she would be into.
Yeah, this like electric pink color just fills the area and settles on the we'll call it what it is. It's a magic item golem. That's the name of the monster.
Mm-hmm.
Are you targeting the area of the spell such that it only hits the...
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Okay, yeah, you'd be able to do that, no problem.
Okay, and I can't do my other things right now, so that might be end of turn for me.
All right, would you like to move?
Yes, I would like to move. Actually, you know what? Maybe this is time. No, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move up next to Anath.
Oh, hi.
And she's gonna be like, this whole room is so disgusting.
Right.
Why are we down here?
Right.
That's
We should
end of
actually.
turn.
They should hire a cleaner or something.
Right, end of turn. Back to the top of the round. And Nath, you're up.
My archer form is going to turn, looking towards the rat, and then is going to fire one of its arrows at it.
All right.
Once I find my turn. Oh. The 7 hit.
7 does not hit.
Gosh, darn it.
Unfortunately, you do manage. Like the archer is renowned. Like is very accurate, and it does hit exactly one rat with this bolt of energy, which does kill that one individual rat. But unfortunately, there are dozens and dozens, and it doesn't really seem to affect the integrity of the swarm any.
I'm gonna. No, it's a waste of a turn. I won't do that.
What were you thinking?
I was thinking Beast Bond one of the rats. But like, I think at the same time, it's kind of a waste.
It's funny though.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna. Oh, I've got advantage on it, don't I, as well?
Yeah, actually, not on the rats. You have advantage
on the
gold.
yeah.
On the goop. Yeah.
Oh, how close are you? Are you right? Oh, you're right up in that grill. Sorry. Sorry. I should. Oh. Does it have any metal objects in its form?
It does.
Perfect. I'd like to heat metal on that.
Is that?
Oh, it's Constitution save. Never mind. Sorry. Sorry, guys.
It's like I think it gets a save because it's animated.
Not to worry. Actually, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna slash at it with my scimitar.
All right.
Sorry, I know that's very anticlimactic. That like it all just came down to that.
It's okay. Sometimes you just gotta get stabby.
It does. Does 18 hit?
18 does hit.
Oh, shoes.
See if you get that 20.
Yeah, no, it was above, but it didn't matter. D6 plus 3. You got a 6 damage.
6 damage. Very nice.
Whatchwa? Hiya! Oh, take that.
And you slash at it, and this is a mundane sword. It's not enchanted in any fashion.
Yeah.
And you do hit it. You get a good hit at it, and you strike at one of the items in it, and that particular thing shatters.
Oh. Ooh, that could actually put a tip on that.
And it lurches a little bit, but not as much as you think it ought to have with the ferocity of the hit that you made.
My archer form will then go back to hovering instead of looking at the rat. It'll turn and focus on the golem, and I'm gonna end my turn there.
Understood. Now on to the golem's turn. It's gonna, since you just stabbed it, it's gonna make a slam attack on you. It's just gonna try and fall on top of you. Just this mound of garbage rises up higher above you and and then topples over.
I know I'm being smothered.
Does a 23 hit?
No!
It rolled.
Oh,
Sorry,
God.
I'm in the mood, clearly.
It rolled
I'm enjoying it.
very well.
Well,
Please take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as this mountain of junk falls onto you.
You're supposed to dodge out of the way, and
I kind of dodged into it, I think. My mistake. I'm a bit hazy on the instructions.
And that's going to be the golem's turn. Wade.
I have a... So I was wondering if I could use create or destroy water in a creative way. Just to like
Make your
wash the rats away from me, sort of give me some, you know, like it's what is it, like 10 gallons of water?
Like
I
a
don't know
little
if that's
flood?
enough to wash. Yes, like flood them away.
Make an Arcana check for me.
I don't know. That's a low number, 6.
With a 6, you're not sure if that would accomplish what you want to or not. It might. But it also might not.
Rolling low numbers today. I don't know if I want to waste a spell on that or not. Fine. I'll just acid splash. That's a dex save. Shocking grasp, maybe. Oh, I'm just gonna reach out and touch the grasp at the rats and say, "That's shocking." That's a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
4 or 5 lightning damage.
5 lightning damage. Yeah, you reach out and you shock the dickens out of several rats, some of which end up barbecued at the floor, and some other ones sort of like stagger off.
I'm just picturing like that meme, like, come here, you little shit. Grabbing a rat.
I just try to wipe my hand out of like the nasty rat.
As a fisherman, we could eat that for later. What's wrong? Waste not one now.
That'll be my turn.
All right.
I'm getting crushed.
Don't waste it.
You smell a rat?
Barbecue? Yeah, so the rats that are already in your space are just going to continue to be there. Wow, they cannot roll, which is great. That's going to be... Yeah, it doesn't hit. I don't even have to add the modifier. A total of 4. And so there's just like rats like nipping at your shoes, but they're not able to get through them.
Why you wear nice shoes, people?
That's why you wear nice shoes.
I'd double shoot myself.
All right, that's the rats. Cam, back to you.
Yay. So this is a mess. Like literally, this is a messy ass room. I am going to summon my spiritual weapon in this square right here. See the ping? And attack it.
All right.
Let's do this. I don't really fucking trust these dice on D&D Beyond though.
I definitely don't.
I got it at 20.
That'll
So 26.
That will hit.
All right. 1d8, 2d8, 3, 6, so 9, 13 damage.
All right, 13 damage. What does your spiritual weapon look like?
How did I describe it? Oh yeah, it was like kind of like card captor Sakura. It was like a war pick that had like
That's
wings
right.
coming out of it.
Yeah, as your celestial war pick just slams into the side of this thing, scattering several of the items out of it. Vix, I need you to roll a d8 for me, please. It's going to use its reaction to make a magical discharge.
1.
Oh, 1. Something inside of this pile shatters, and some oil starts leaking out on the ground around it. Can you and Kaz please make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Not my strong suit. 12 minus. Wait, I think I have a minus to that. No, just a 0. So 12.
12. And Kaz?
Was it dex save? Sorry, wasn't it?
Dex save, yeah.
15.
15? Yeah. So this vial of oil that was in there shatters, and in a 10-foot radius around this golem, the floor becomes covered in the slick oil. Cam loses her footing and falls flat on her back. Anath does that a little bit, but manages to keep it upright.
I am just very cool.
Cam is like trying to dodge, like she told Anath to, and just ends up like slipping on her ass.
So I just start mimicking you as I'm
don't do that. She immediately like stops. No, don't.
Yeah, so you are now prone. You do still have your movement left, so if you would like to stand back up, you certainly may use half.
Oh right, that was a reaction.
That was its reaction. Yeah.
Yes, I will use half my movement to stand up.
All right, and you're back up. But the floor is still slippy.
And my skirt is a mess. Thank you, David.
You're welcome. All right, would you like to do anything else? It was just your bonus action to attack with your spiritual weapon, right?
Oh, yeah. You are correct.
It's a stupidly good spell. I love it.
Yes, I do. I'm going to use my mace since that's what I have out. That is 15 hits.
15 hits?
For 5 bludgeoning.
And this is just a conventional mace, right?
Yes.
Yeah, once again, you do strike it, but it doesn't seem to react quite as strongly to being bludgeoned by your quite hefty mace as you're accustomed to creatures being.
Trying to decide if she would put that together or not. But that's the end of my turn.
All right. End of Cam's turn. Back around to Anath.
Is the oil...
Actually, I am sorry. When you end your turn in the area of a grease spell, you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
I should have known this. I use the spells so much. That is 17.
Yeah, you are just fine.
This time I mimic Anath, and I'm like, oh, yeah. That works much better.
Like this.
All right. Anath.
Just like on Strictly. As, I'm glad you got that one.
I understood that reference.
I've only just started watching it. I'm gonna. Can I push Cam out of the grease?
If Cam lets you, you can try and do that.
I have an idea. I have a really cool idea of like.
Full face. She's already in. You said cool idea, and then she doesn't know what for.
I got it for the sixth thing. No. You said cool idea. Stop right there.
Say less.
You had me when you opened your mouth.
That's what she said.
Somebody ban Vix, please.
Sorry, I got lost.
You can't ban me.
So long, Vix.
I can't ban you. It's true.
All right, I'm gonna push her out of the way. And would I be able to produce flames as I step out of the grease?
Yeah. So it will get an attack of opportunity on you. But yeah, you can move Cam up to half your movement as long as you move along with her.
I'm picturing this like a little jetpack behind you. You just rocket yourself away and burn it at the same time.
Yeah, I'll allow it. That's dope as hell. Make it so.
Okay, we're going.
Where would you like to go?
I'm gonna take Cam over here as I drop my produce flame over there.
Yeah,
like where I was as soon as like I leave the grease area, I drop the fire.
Yeah, the grease goes up.
Oh, that was a lot more explosive than I expected.
Where am I going? Here?
Over here.
Over here. Okay.
You should be able to move.
Do I roll damage as well, or?
Yeah. Let's say 2d6.
Where's my d6? Where'd it go? My d6 disappeared. Apparently it was hiding in the shadows. 5 plus. You bastard 6.
I was like, oh, 5 plus 6, that's good. Oh,
no.
Wait.
6 total.
Yeah, as this like little halfling rocket just runs across the room with Cam in tow, trail of fire behind, igniting the grease on the ground here. The golem writhes in response to this. It did not like that very much.
Cam waves at Wade as she's getting like glided across.
Are we like? Do we have grease on us as well? Like, is it like a trail?
Not enough to make any difficult terrain, but just enough to make it cool when you slide across the floor.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't know if like if the fire looks like it's coming in our direction, you have prestidigitation, right? Right? Say you have prestidigitation. You do, don't you? I saw you cast it once.
I have it.
Oh my god.
Like,
good.
You see your eyes dart around.
As soon as the fire comes, you cast it and clean the oil. And
Amazing.
We should be fine. We should be fine.
She's gonna cast Stomp on the fire.
No!
Yeah, there's like a little bit that licks at your heels as you slide away, but not enough to cause any concern. You're able to put it out with your foot very easily.
Alright. Yeah. Okay. That's
Bonus
cool.
action?
I didn't know I was allowed to do that.
I mean, I would say that was your action and your move, right?
Hey, let's fucking go. My archer knows what's up, baby. And he's gonna shoot. Like, he doesn't like the archer is like, as I'm moving away, the archer just like, bang.
Are you going for the rats or the golem?
I'm going for the golem. So does a 15 hit.
15 hits?
Perfect. That is 1d8 plus 3 radiant. I'm not finding it. Oh, you cunt. Sorry. Very sorry. That one was more harsh normal than any of the other ones. That is for radiant.
4 radiant damage? 4
Yeah.
4 radiant damage.
I would like to apologize.
Okay. Where's the encounter tracker? There it is. 4. Yeah, as another bolt of divine celestial radiant energy flies out towards this thing and crashes into it, sundering some of the items contained within. Brings it around to its turn.
Oh no.
At the start of its turn, the fire dies out a little bit, and it is going to, I guess, yeah, you're the closest one, Wade. It is going to...
Oh no, he's a wizard.
Shamble on over to your direction.
That's kind of why I was where I was.
But now you're not on fire. Let's see.
Wade.
Yeah, but that's a bonus action, not a reaction, is it?
Yeah, it's from all this fire energy that is going on around it. It's going to have another magical discharge. It's going to be a.
Is it still fairy fired as well?
It is still fairy fired.
All right, that's remembered.
Okay, do you want to roll see if you got a crit?
Oh, I didn't. Oh, Mark, just sorry. I mean, sorry. Like I
forgot.
It was 30. So yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, and that's a 6. Well, yeah. An arc of electrical energy jumps out of it and into your direction, Wade. Can you please make me a dexterity saving throw?
I can. Do I have to tell you the number? It's 11.
Nice. Oh, that's pretty close to passing, but it's not quite. As this bolt of lightning jumps out of the creature and onto you, please take 8 points of lightning damage.
Fuck. Okay.
And since the rats also occupy your space, they're going to take that as well.
Can I just push all the rats into the way?
Actually, you know what? That's the point. You'll each take half. So you take 4, and the rats will take 4.
Just hold on. One more round.
We're coming, wait.
Yeah. Speaking of, it's Wade's turn.
Well, I don't take any disadvantage when using range spells, right? If they're in my face. I don't remember if that was a thing or not.
I wouldn't think so.
Okay. Seeing that the big golem or whatever thing is in my face, I'm gonna reprioritize because rats, they haven't done anything like Nath said. They're not doing nothing.
They're just annoying.
They're just having a good time.
Does Fairy Fire apply to range spell attacks too?
Yeah, any attack roll is made at advantage, whether it be a spell or a weapon.
I'm going to upcast Chromatic Orb. And did it look like the fire did more?
Make an insight check. Why not?
I'm rolling low today. That's an 8.
Hard to tell. All of the stuff just continually falling over and moving.
I'm just gonna give it a try. I know acid didn't seem to, do nothing. So, that's 22 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
With 11 fire damage.
Very nice. Yeah, this enormous bolt of fire energy leaps right back the same path as the lightning took and impacts into the side of this thing and knocks several of the magic or the items inside of it loose. Will you please roll me a whatever I had Vix roll, a D8.
No, that doesn't sound like something I'd want to do, I think that's gonna not work in my favor.
Gonna use its reaction for a magical discharge.
It's another one. Did it? No, never mind. It's a 1.
A 1?
Yeah. Is that the grace one?
No, it only had one of those in there.
So instead, it's gonna set a fireball on you.
Actually, this is kind of funny. So what happens? This bolt of fire crashes into it, and then bouncing back out is an orb of cold energy pinging back towards you.
Wonderful.
I think you have resistance to that, right? Or is that acid as water? It's acid.
I think
water,
George is acid, yeah.
It should
That's
be cold.
so weird.
It's so dumb. Like, I remember, like, oh, it's pain. It's stupid.
Yeah, that's going to be 23 to hit on that.
Oh. Can I have those rolls instead? That'd be nice.
I'd love to.
I dead yet?
I don't think so. It actually rolled complete ass for damage. Yes, that will be 2 points of cold damage, please.
Okay,
Actually, no. There's a d6 on top of it. Really? 3 points of cold damage.
Freezing.
It's 2d8 plus 1d6, and it got a 3. So good job, I guess. Okay, so that was its reaction. Would you like to do anything else on your turn, Wade?
Like, I only got actions and reactions, and my only reaction is shield.
Run!
If I run, I'm gonna take 2 attacks of opportunity, and I'll probably die. So
No, the rats can't seem to hit, so.
Oh, yeah.
Use your luck. Bet on yourself.
But they're gonna try.
It can't seem to hit rolls in that way.
Oh God.
Nope. They're gonna try. They're gonna keep doing their rattly thing, and they're gonna get an 11 to hit.
Mage
Rats
armor.
be ratting.
Yeah, nothing.
Oh,
They're just
shit.
annoying.
They're just
Alright.
chewing on magic right now.
Yeah. Really, really, really tasty magic. And Cam.
I don't
You're
like any of this.
I will say it looks as though the golem is having a little bit of a difficult time keeping itself in the form of a pile of garbage. It's spreading out a little more and isn't quite as tall and coherent as it used to be.
She's just going to yell, "You stay away from my friend!" And she's gonna chuck a like glittery guiding bolt at it. So I'm gonna fail attack. Plus 6, 18.
18 will hit.
And I'm doing that at 2nd level as well.
Good to know.
46.
Ooh.
Frickin' math. 7. Plus 5 is 12. And at 2nd level, it goes up by a d6. So that's 18 radiant damage. And the next roll made against it has, before the end of my next turn, has advantage. Which, I mean, I already have Fairy Fire up, so it doesn't really help, but it's glittery now.
Is
So
spiritual weapon concentration?
no, it's not.
It's not. Yeah, that's why it's so
Oh
good.
yeah, so that
Yes.
is also.
Yeah.
I will move it right here.
All right.
And
Well, but actually, no. It already used its reaction, so it doesn't get to do that again.
I was gonna say, yeah.
that is 22.
Yeah,
hit.
that'll hit.
1, 8, 3 plus 4, 7 damage from my spiritual weapon.
Cool. This thing is you guys are messing this thing up. Yeah, the war pig flies into it, scattering more of the contents across the room. It's still looking like it's having a hard time holding itself together.
She is going to move. Does that? I can't tell with there's like a misalignment with the floor tile and the tile.
Yeah.
I don't want to block Wade in there, but like, is the rat? If I went there, am I okay there?
For the purposes of not blocking Wade in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So then she's gonna move up behind the rats. And end of turn.
All right. Back round to Anath. This thing is looking quite badly hurt.
It's both my second level slots. I'm realizing.
Alright, I'm gonna just have my archer fire at the golem. Do I get to roll that with advantage with the fairy fire and the
yes?
Was it guiding bolt?
Fairy fire and guiding bolt, yes.
Alright, the first roll was 3.
Not great.
This one was 18, so that is 21. D8 plus 3. 6 radiant damage. And then I am going to produce fire again and just wah!
Alright, make that attack roll with advantage.
That's a 6. Oh, 19.
That'll hit.
So like 24, and that is, I believe, 1d6 fire. Produce flames. Oh, 1d8, sorry.
Oh, fairy fire.
Oh, not produce fire, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, fairy fire is a ridiculous spell.
It's so good.
It's so good.
One
damage?
fire damage.
One damage. All right, just
take that, bitch!
A small box explodes.
Get him.
All right, and anything else on your turn? Mover, I guess movement's all you've got left.
Yes. I run away.
Good policy. Back around to it. It is not happy with the amount of hit points that it currently has. That is going to be that whatever was in that box that the produce flame incinerated disperses out into the air, filling the area around you, and I think it hits everybody. Let me measure.
Be cooler if it didn't.
It does not hit enough. It does not hit enough.
Oh!
You are too far away from it. Can I have Cam, Wade, and the rat please make me a Constitution saving throw?
I like how you asked the rat to roll.
Oh, I don't like this.
That's cocked. Oh, the rats save.
9.
Ooh. 3. That's going to complicate things. This ability functions as dust of sneezing and choking. The both of you and start violently sneezing.
Bless you.
Would this affect my fairy fire since it's concentration? I feel like trying to breathe might impact that somehow.
The both of you are considered, let's see. The both of you are incapacitated until the end of your next turn, and yes,
So what?
You do lose concentration on fairy fire.
It's suddenly less glittery and glowy, and the pink just like goes away.
And actually, because the rats have a negative to their constitution, they also fail. So you're covered in sneezing rats, Wade.
You.
So I guess it's something.
I'll cure your disease later.
Tissue.
Dust of sneezing and choking is activated. That's all it can do. Wade.
Me and Peter are gonna have some words after this.
It is barely holding its shape together, y'all. But Wade, the rats, and Camriel are all incapacitated this round, so I guess it goes back around to Anath as all of your companions and all of these rats just sit there or stand there just sneezing continuously.
I'm just constantly shouting, bless you.
And Cam is like one of those like cute sneezers. Like I'm not a cute sneezer, but like the
yeah. I'm gonna produce flame, and then my astral form is gonna shoot the flame as well.
Nice.
It's gonna look pretty badass. It'd be really, really bad if it looks like shit. Does this still have fairy fire on, or
it does not? This is just a straight roll now.
There is a bit of work. My produce flame got 4.
Okay.
Oh, ignore that one.
So the guiding bolt should have lasted until the end of my next turn.
It's only on the first attack made until the end of your next turn.
Oh
right?
yeah.
Well, I would have technically have used it last turn anyway.
That's fair.
And I got a 9 on my archer arrow. So, oh no. Okay.
So we just skip around, basically.
Yeah. And I just continue running.
All right. Back around to the...
Hey, over here.
Actually, you two, at the end of your turns, Wade, Cam, and Rats are no longer incapacitated. So you are not incapacitated for whatever happens when it rolls on this table. All right, that is going to be a 7 on the table. Vix, please roll a d100 for me.
88.
88. One of Kaz's attacks just wings the side of this creature, and a small, it looks like a bolt or like a little nut flies out, skips off the side of your head, and embeds itself in the wall, and starts to warp and bubble and expand, and a nest of eggs appears growing on the wall. They look like chicken eggs. It's like bird eggs.
Okay, all right. So it's not, we're not getting replaced by aliens.
I will relax my anxiety.
Yeah, so that's what it's gonna do. Wade. Please kill this thing.
Nah, I feel like, drawing this out a little bit long. I need to know everything that it's capable of before I dismantle it,
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Like, have we seen everything it can do?
Definitively no.
I'm not willing to find out. I certainly hope I roll high, because it's been not a great night with rolls. Or maybe I should just... I'll try to cast my last second level spell using Chromatic Orbian. Here's hoping. Does a 17 hit?
17 hits, and it has 1 hit point left. So how would you like to kill this?
I'm just gonna be like, fire! Fire, go away, die already, please.
He's closing his eyes.
You just like implore it to stop being alive. A gout of fire springs from your hand and crashes into it, and it takes your suggestion and just items start falling all on the ground all around it. One last Wade, Cam, and the rats. Please make a dexterity saving throw as just all of this crap just falls.
10.
Oh.
3, 10, and the rat also failed.
I need to stop using them.
So that's actually enough to disperse. It's 3 points of bludgeoning damage as all this stuff just falls on you, and that is enough to disperse the swarm of rats as well.
Oh God, why?
Please stop.
Is it over?
It stopped. It stopped. You can open your eyes and stop being a coward.
I didn't. What did you
He killed
say?
it. He wasn't being a coward.
No, I'm saying.
And we are out of combat.
As I run over.
I tried not to get into the middle of. I tried not to get in now this.
You did great.
It worked. It worked better last time. I didn't get hit last time. I was in their face.
Yeah. See, no, look, you were right over this. You.
Look at all this now.
Not me.
I don't feel like 2 fights are really a good sample of where you should maybe place yourself in combat. You know.
Nah. I mean, like. I personally think, like, if you fought one thing, you fought them all. As my astral archer just thumbs up, Wade, and then just gets pulled back in. Yeah, like, see, even the stars are like, yo, nice.
Wait, I do think that you are learning something from Aneth, though, with all of the coaching of like the speaking and stuff, because you asked the creature to not be alive anymore, and it wasn't alive anymore. We should try that.
Now you
more
gotta
often.
just apply one of your sails, and you'll do grand.
Words have power.
They will. They do. They'll make us rich.
Wade's gonna look over at Cam and be like, "Oh, here, let me." And he's gonna cast prestidigitation to get rid of the grease.
Oh,
thank you.
And asked you.
Yeah, my turn. As I come over and
He's gonna clean a nath as well.
Yeah.
And just like those self-drying clothes in Back to the Future, y'all are all spick and span.
Are you hurt, Wade? Are you hurt, Aneth? Are you both okay?
I'm not doing too well.
Yes, it fell on me. Yeah, I'm a bit hurt, actually. Like on a scale of like 18 to like 0, I am on a 12. So like I could keep going for a bit more, person.
Wade, would you like to pick a random number that has no meaning to me personally to give me a scale of 1 to whatever number you're choosing to tell me what you're at?
So as a percentage figure, how close do you feel like you are to passing out?
It doesn't take much for me to pass out.
No. We want a percentage.
Percentage.
Yeah. Like number times by 100 and then divided by 10 and then like equals percentage.
About this, I'm not feeling great.
She's
Need some
going
reassurance.
She's going to place her hand on Aneth first and be like, I think I got this. And she's going to use her like ASMR ability to give him 3 HP back. But then she's going to turn to Wade and she's going to use Cure Wounds on him and like touch him on the shoulder, and you just kind of feel like a warmth, and it gets like there's like a glittery sort of golden glow for a moment, and you get 9 HP back.
No.
Thank you. I feel much better.
We should be more careful about what's down here, I think.
Well, it's not. I mean, to be fair, we didn't expect this disgusting room to like come alive and try and kill us. Like,
and to be doubly fair, we tried to ask, our friends up there to explore down here with us. I mean, there's supposed to be the security, right? I don't see nobody securing that thing over there. And Wade points over to the junk pile now, I guess, essentially. Do you think there was anything good in there?
Oh, we should have a look.
I think we should look in there. And Wade's gonna start making his way over. Anath, you were saying something?
Yeah, as I just start like rummaging through the pile of junk.
All right, we have anyone who would like to make an investigation check, please.
19.
19.
Oh my goodness.
That's what I'm good at.
Oh, I got 17 plus something when like my sheet wants to load.
Could I instead instead just kind of look over everything. She doesn't want to like stick her hands in there and like dig around. She kind of just wants to look over and see if there's anything that looks pretty to her. Anything that like stands out as shiny, maybe.
Yeah, that could be a perception check.
Okay.
Which I believe is better for Cam.
Yes, way better. That's an 18.
18, 19, and what was yours, Kaz?
I got 17.
Where were these rolls earlier, y'all?
I know, right? Like,
well, we save these rolls for the good stuff, you know.
For the goods.
All right, so there are a number of things that stick out to you. So this, now that this pile of items isn't animated any longer, it looks like this used to be made out primarily of, it looks like it was made out of minor magic items, not particularly powerful ones, but there were just a bunch of them. This was like, I mean, you did know from talking to the automatons upstairs that this was a storage area, and just all of the latent magic items that were stored down here over the years caused them to draw together into this creature. Now, during the battle, many of them were damaged to the point of not being usable anymore, but there are a few things that stick out. There is, it looks like a finely made gray cloak with all kinds of different patches stuck all over it. Definitively magical. There is a small cloth bag that weighs way more than you think it should for the size of it. It fits in your hand, but it weighs, let's see, 2, 6, 7, 11, weighs about 4 pounds. I should write that down. There is also looks like an origami cat and a small lump of coal that sticks out to you in particular, Wade, as being very unusual, in that someone has taken just a regular old lump of coal and inscribed arcane runes all over it. Something that sticks out to you in particular, Cam, as you are looking for pretty shiny things, is a about fist-sized lump of blue crystal.
She kind of eyes the cat for a moment, like ooh, that's cute, and then something catches her eye, and she just like immediately abandons the thought about the cat and reaches for the crystal. You said it was blue?
It is. It appears to be made, now at glance, it looks very familiar. It appears to be made of the same crystalline material that you found in the basement, or the aging cellar at Silverleaf Vineyard. This one, however, is not just a raw lump of crystal. This looks as though it has been worked. It is cut. It has glyphs on it.
Okay. When it sinks into her that they have finished this in some way, making the connection to the Silverleaf Winery, she turns to Wade and Aneth. Look, this is just like yesterday, and she just like holds it up and tries to see if it clicks with the other two, except different.
That one looks more refined.
Can I insight or arcana check on it?
Yeah. Well, what are you trying to determine?
Either like if like just how strong the magic if it radiates any magic, and like if it's similar to the magic that like was from the crystals or the magic below the cellar.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be an Arcana check, please.
That'll be +2. 19.
It is different. There's some of the same underlying magic there, but those crystals in the basement of Silverleaf Vineyards were raw, unworked, and somewhat chaotic. This is very much refined and made, and there is intent and there is order in this magic. And let's see, with 17, it was a 17?
No, it was
19.
19.
Yeah, plus
19.
17 + 2.
17 + 2. So with a 19, yeah, I'll say, and you can gather it is this has a transmutation aura around it.
Not. It's similar, I guess, but like, I mean, it's a bit. I think maybe they changed it into something different. It's got some transformation magic on it. Transmuted to something else.
Well, what strikes me as odd is that they're using this somehow. Like, it almost seemed to me like they didn't know much about what was going on at the winery, but it also seems like this is a material that they were using.
Maybe it's not just. Maybe those crystals are in more places than just the winery.
Maybe that was just one of the places that were cultivating them.
This annex has been around for how long?
As best you know, this fell into disuse about 100 years ago.
How long has the winery been around? Do we
make a history check?
History 23. History.
Oh yeah. You don't know the exact date at which Silverleaf Vineyards was incorporated, but it is very, very old. It has been around for several hundred years, being passed down from one generation to the next.
I don't think that this crystal came from the vineyard, seeing as how it's been around for possibly longer than this annex has. Anath, what do you think of this cloak, the one with all the patches on it? Imagine how much sexy, squelchy, skelgy you can fit into this cloak here.
I was gonna say it wouldn't look good to me. I think I'd like it covers up my arms. So I think they're quite nice, actually.
Your arms are a very good feature of yours.
But like maybe, I mean, like there's a lot of pockets as I go over, and like I try to reach into one of the pockets just to assess the pocket size.
Yeah, roll a d100 for me.
My hand comes off. It's that scene in the Scorpion, the Mummy 2.
It's close to devouring, guys.
I got a 4.
Be evil.
You got a 4. Yeah, you reach in and you feel something. I mean, you feel like there's a few patches in there as well, like patches lining the inside of the pocket.
Oh.
There's like patches put all over.
Is it roomy?
This thing. It does not appear to be bigger on the inside than it is on the outside, this pocket, if that's what you're getting at. But, you know, it's a sizable pocket.
Yeah, you could hold a bit of sexy skeleton. I feel like at the same time it might ruin the fabric.
Well, you put it in containers and then you put it in.
Oh, yes, that's right. Oh, we'll have to buy containers though. Expensive. We gotta find a way to like make it efficient and resourceful. I think it's hilarious how I'm playing a druid and he's so business focused. Everything is have to go away from the druid lifestyle.
Cam, what do you think? Like this have you seen this bag? Doesn't it weigh like it weighs a lot for its size,
What's
right?
in it?
Wade will open it.
You remember, Wade? And she kind of like points to your arms like the way you have to her in the past. Maybe it just feels a little bit heavier to you.
Can I hold it? Let me see that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to be rude. I was being serious.
Vix, please take a point of inspiration for that dig.
Wade is gonna see what's inside.
There are, it looks like 11 beans in there.
Well, I guess if we're hungry, Wade's gonna pull out one of the beans. Like, we got
no, that's
beans
not enough.
to eat.
Like think of it. Well, your portion control will be out of. No. No, wait.
So you pull this bean out, and this one individual like regular size dry bean weighs about a quarter pound. It is unnaturally heavy.
Wade is going to toss it at Cam, like, here, catch.
She's going to. She's not very dexterous. So she does her best to just like she like catches it to herself.
5 second rule. If you drop
Does it seem like I'm too weak now?
I'm very sorry if I touched a nerve. I've always admired your brains anyway. It just kind of turns her attention.
It's heavy, okay? It's he's gonna push the bag towards Cam and like feel it. You'll understand.
That's actually a good point. He's got a big head. Like that's why his brain's so big. Maybe
she's going to like kind of hold the bag. It does feel odd, especially when I see what's inside of it. I don't know much about beans though. Are we supposed to plant these or eat them?
I think we can.
Well, you can do a lot of things with beans.
Research. You can research them later. They like beans shouldn't weigh this much, right?
Depends.
And I will also note that nest of eggs that popped up on the wall is still there. It's not doing anything. It's just like there. Also, thank you for the raid.
Hi.
We get beans and eggs. Hey, should we take some of these eggs and
it's like a full breakfast.
Like, I just want a full English. That's all. Yeah, you find some sausages in one of the pockets. There's some black pudding.
We need a I got a frying pan right here.
I have some wine. We just sit down and have a meal.
Yeah.
All these things we found. Fascinating. And look at this cat. Isn't this the cutest cat ever?
It's very cute. You can tell she's like trying not to make eye contact with it.
What's wrong? When you're looking at it?
Well, I mean, I don't want to take everything. I'll
take it as a snatcher.
Okay.
What's wrong?
She watches it get snatched up. It's okay.
You sure?
It's fine. We should probably get moving, right?
What's it made of, by the way?
Right.
It is made of folded paper with something. It appears to be covered in writing.
Oh yeah, I'm just
gonna. Yeah.
Holding wingdings.
So it folds out. This piece of paper just keeps unfolding and ends up, maybe about 3 feet wide by. It's about as tall. It's about as big as you are. If you just like held out a piece of paper. I can't tell
if that's in comparison to you or if it's actually that large.
Just don't stop folding. I'll keep folding.
Yeah, so you fold it out, and this paper is you're just barely able to hold it all out like this. Once it's fully unfolded, it's like dragging. It's like brushing the ground a little bit.
What's on it?
Do you read Elvish?
It's always covered in wingdings. I don't understand a single word.
Well, all that square means. Cam just like goes over this ball right here, and she's gonna start trying to read it. She does read Elvish.
This appears to be describing the goings-on and the layout down to minute detail of the interior of a building. It's like, there's a door on the left. I went 10 feet down the hall. There was another door. There was some sound coming from inside of that door. It's all written in the first person.
Why didn't they just do a drawing? I don't understand. She says that without translating anything. She's just completely baffled as she reads this.
What would they be drawing as? Like, I'm just shouting, I'd imagine like it's muffled as you're reading.
Yeah. Wah, 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 wah. She finally, like, as she like skims down it to make sure that that's all that there is on there, she then just says, they're describing a building. It's all in first person. It's as though they're making a map, but they're writing it out instead of just drawing it. It's quite strange. Would I don't think she would be able to. She's gonna start reading it a bit, and then she goes, does any of this sound familiar to you in terms of description?
When she starts describing it as like directions, could I start like drawing on like a piece of paper?
Yeah.
Like following her in like a direction that she gives. All right, start from the top, please.
Yeah, so this process will take about 10 minutes. The writing on this paper is very fine.
And then he went to the left, or I went to the left. Should I be saying I so that it's more immersive? Oh, that doesn't matter. And she. I
mean, do you want to be immersed? Like I like. You want to be how are you feeling about this? Is it a choose your own adventure kind of style?
You know, She turns to Wade. You know, you're into stories. I feel like you. Do you think it would be more immersive if I wrote it as or read it out loud as intended?
No, read it as if you were going through the process yourself.
Okay, so get fully into character, and she just like kind of she shuts off her brain even more, if that's possible for Cam, and like just like
she just stops. She blankest expression on her face.
And does her best to describe it to Anna.
Yeah, so you can draw it out. Make a some kind of check. Do you have any sort of tool proficiency that would be useful for this? Calligraphers, tools. I'd even say like navigators or artist tools.
I have weaver tools, but not calligraphy tools. So like I'd probably like a piece of like coal or like charcoal to like just start.
Yeah. So you can draw something out. I'll say make a.
Wait, I might have something as a druid or wanderer. I have an excellent memory for maps and geography, and I can always record general layout of terrain, settlements, other features around you.
Okay, I'll say then make a straight dexterity check, but I will lower the DC for that.
I got 8.
It's you keep reading the instructions, and it's like I went 15 feet down the hall. I turned left. There were 3 people standing there. They were talking about such and such. And after a while of drawing it, like some of your corridors, you can tell they're not quite right because they're kind of like looping back onto each other in a way that is not structurally possible. But you get the general gist of this layout that it's describing. It's not an entire building, but you do have a drawing of whatever section of this building that this paper is describing.
Does it say at all, like in the description, like where this person ends up? Like, does it lead anywhere that is interesting, or is it just like it stops short of like describing anything beyond where they're going?
It stopped short of describing anything beyond what is going around in the immediate vicinity of it, where it is. You'll say, I will note that towards the end of it, the last half is just dedicated to a stationary accounting of the goings on within what seems like an office.
Okay. Curious, and that was around that was part of the little cat that was found.
It is the cat unfolded
out.
Oh,
the cat unfolded. Okay. All right. Well, we have that.
Oh. We should probably fold it back down. Save paper, save space.
Is he able to?
I will say it is of note that all of these, in case it wasn't clear before, all of these items that I have described are very obviously magical in nature to all of you because of those ridiculous rolls.
Okay.
We keep moving, see what's behind this door here. Maybe open it slowly.
And find out what's there after the break.
Yes. I think it is. We've been going for about an hour and a half, and I think it is a great time for us to take a break. So we'll be back in a number of minutes that will be greater or less than 10. So do whatever you want, but make sure you're back here when we come back.
Well, not whatever you want. Like, don't...
Just so long as it takes less than 10 minutes.
Don't start a riot and chat. I'm looking at you, B-Town. Okay.
All right, we'll see y'all back here in a little bit. So let's pick up where we left off, standing at a door next to a pile of mostly sundered magic items in the basement of a long ruined Special Projects Annex.
You're gonna go through this door, right, Cam? I think that's what I'm doing.
Hold on, and she just kind of like looks over herself. I'm looking over her character sheet at the moment to make sure that she has everything prepared that she needs to. Yes, I'm really hoping that we are fine from now on. I am feeling a little bit depleted. Yes, let's go through. she's gonna like try to crack the door open if possible.
Yeah. You turn the knob and it turns. It's kind of stiff, but it does come free. And it opens about 2 inches before becoming jammed by something behind it.
So it's opening out from... Okay.
Yeah.
Can I see anything that might be jamming it?
Yes, because you have Mondo Dark Vision. You can see that it appears that there is a room back here, but it is partially filled with rubble.
Oh. That's not a good sign.
You could push it out of the way, like
yes, but I'm a little bit concerned. Like if it's rubble, then I feel like maybe that is my concern.
Next
Should
room,
I
then.
Continue? Oh, okay. And she's gonna.
I'm almost inclined to like try and like see if I can like climb through or squeeze through the doorway and climb through the rubble to see in that little hallway maybe.
We're just gonna step back from the doors if Anath's gonna try that.
You could do that.
You can make an acrobatics check.
Right.
You don't have. Do you still have Cam's dark vision up?
It depends if an hour went by.
It has
since
most definitely not been an hour.
Then they do, yeah. I don't like that face. Oh, one?
I got a nat 1.
Nat 1.
I get stuck on the door and get squashed.
Yeah,
my hand.
You shimmy through, but you're like, I can see that you can see that it opens up past this piece of rubble, and you just like, I can do it.
I got this.
I can't do it.
Okay.
You
Or maybe
are
not.
stuck.
I think it's a bit too tight. I think like if I was maybe 2 feet shorter.
There
Are you
wouldn't be
already
much
2
left.
feet
Would there?
tall?
I'm 3 feet.
It's really hoping for someone to have enlarge reduce at the moment.
I think I have it. Oh my stars! It's
And
so,
can you help him get out of there? I think when he went through, he saw there wasn't.
No, I got this. Oh, we should. Oh, if only if we still had that grease. Is there still a puddle? Yo, Wade, grab that grease on the floor and then just like bring it over here.
Wade's just gonna look for the grease.
There is not quite enough of the grease left to grease up a halfling. There's like a little bit.
Is it enough just to get his hand?
There's a little bit, like
it's just like lubricate the walls, and
it was like there would be enough to get some oil on your hand, but that's about it. Since you set most of it on fire.
Oh yes.
Nah, there isn't really much
Look
here.
at this, the consequence of my own actions.
2 actions actually together.
It's nice how this happens. Okay, lube me up.
Wait, what is it that we are doing right now?
Through the door.
Wade's gonna look at his hand with the oil on it. It's like he's gonna shake his head and just like, I'm about to get rid of this. There's not enough to do anything, Anath.
No. Just like put it like just a bit here, and then like pull. Fully, I'll be able to squeeze
Wade's
through.
just gonna just like dejectedly walk over there and like, all right, whatever. I don't think this is gonna do anything. He's gonna try and do what Anath is asking.
Oh no! Pull my arm.
You have a greasy handprint on your back now.
As they're doing this, Cam is like, even Cam is like, I'm not sure about this, but she's going to try to push through a bit harder this time.
No, don't push.
Pop him through into the opening.
No, like if can she push the door itself open
I see.
more?
Yeah, you can try. That's going to be athletics, please.
Okay. She's gonna try to make it seem like her friend's stupid idea is working. So I rolled a 17. Where the hell is my character sheet right now? Yeah, it was 17 plus 5, 22.
Oh yeah. Please describe what you would like to happen.
So as they're lubing up and have to get through this door, and trying to like get him. Once he's like trying to squeeze through, she's just like casually like pushing on the door, trying to make sure that her like grunting to do so is a little bit masked as she does it.
Yeah, you very easily like come up behind Wade as he's humoring Anath, and casually lean on the door and then tense your legs and push, and it gives about an inch, and Anath, you pop through.
Oh, thank my stars. Thank you, Wade. See, the lubrication did wonders.
What you seeing there?
Oh, I was too busy getting stuck. Actually, look.
Make a perception or an investigation check for me, please.
Perception 8 plus 3. 8, 9, 10, 11. 11.
Yeah, it's not too difficult to see. There is just a lot of rubble in here. This room doesn't extend very far past the door. It actually extends up. It looks like this is another collapsed staircase, but you do see poking out from underneath a piece of rubble what appears to be a book of some kind.
Can I grab it?
Yeah.
While I was there.
You can you can move some of the rocks out of the way and grab it. It appears to be a collection of loosely bound papers with a piece of wood for a front and a back cover tied together through holes in the paper.
Find a book. Is it also in Elvish?
Wingdings.
Bits of it. This doesn't. It looks like the script might be Elvish, but it's just gibberish.
Can't read any of this.
No one taught. Oh, sorry. Actually, I asked you that already.
Yeah, no, yeah. My parents told me. I told you.
Is it in Elvish again?
I don't know what this is in. It's like, I mean, I show a bit and like
Stick it back through the crack in the door.
Yeah, as I get pulled through eventually as well.
Do I notice? Like, it's also seem like gibberish to me.
It does seem like gibberish to you as well, although, if you've ever caught a glimpse at any of the pages in Wade's spell book, it would be reminiscent of that.
Oh, these look like your scribblings, Wade.
You think I scribble?
Well, I didn't mean. I'm really putting. What is it that people say they put their foot in their mouth or something, or around your mouth? Is that what they say?
No, I think you put your foot in your mouth.
I don't know why someone would do that, but I feel like that's what I'm doing at the moment.
Yeah,
well, they say, they say that because you wouldn't want to put your foot in your mouth, right?
Oh yes, then that makes a lot of sense. That's exactly what I feel like.
Can you grab that back there?
Yeah. I mean, I bypassed it through.
Okay. It's a spell book. I can't read Elvish though. I don't.
You can translate it.
You can, yeah. We can look at this later. It's not super important right now, but that's a nice find, Anath. It's a nice find.
Thank you.
Can you learn magic
very proud
from
of
that,
myself.
Wade?
Yeah. It's any spells from spell books. They're all mine. All the spells are mine.
I'm not going to take them. I would like you to have them. You seem to have a lot of fun with your spells, and so I'm very excited for that now too.
I think that's it for these rooms. We can try heading back the way we came and see if there are any other unexplored passages.
We noticed more, right? Yeah.
You did. There was another corridor you did not go down yet.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Where is it? There it is. There is the map. There are 2 hallways you haven't quite been down.
So this one over here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cam will kind of lead the way a little bit confidently, also just because she has been less hurt than the others, and by less I mean she hasn't been hurt at all. So she's gonna act as a shield for them and lead them through.
All right. Yeah, you come upon a door at the end of a hallway, the same hallway you entered in on. It curves off to the right very sharply, and then abruptly it comes into a door.
As Anath is walking by Wade, he's going to point at the handprint on the back of his shirt, and he's gonna tug on Cam's shoulder and like, hey, does this remind you of the turkey drawings we did as kids?
What turkey drawings? Where?
She's just like.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, she's just like smiling and nodding in agreement.
I forgot about the rat. As I go run back to go get those.
Oh, did we grab the eggs?
Oh, good. We can have an egg.
No, you did not.
All right, come. We gotta get the eggs.
All right,
and the barbecued rat. Waste not, what not?
I don't like that you're rolling right now, David. If you could not do that, that would be great.
Why are you just being suspicious over there?
There are 6 eggs in the nest.
Okay.
Hey, Anath, yes. I call this dish shocking grats.
Oh, why?
Because the... Never mind.
Didn't you hear him? He yelled shocking earlier.
It's like scary, like oh, sorry, my memory is like it needs a bit of jogging. It's
well, it's because the spell is shocking grasp.
Sorry,
shocking grats.
He really likes this
no. I see. That was nice. That was good. I pat him on the back. Or pat him on the side. that was good. Well done.
You come up to like his waist.
I'd like pat him on the knee. I say, you good fellow. This is a smash joke.
You're just a Nigel Thornberry.
Smash it.
Wade is gonna see if there's like any smidgen left of the grease there, so that he can finish the turkey.
It's all on my back.
I will say, prestidigitation can clean or soil fabric.
You just opened up a whole new world.
Does it specify like what type of like how it's soiled?
You put like dirt and shit.
That is kind of hacks, because what if you do just put oil on it and then you burn everything?
Wade is going to like sort of, because now he can just soil it like an actual turkey, and that's exactly what he's doing. Like,
you going like photorealistic? You going to hand turkey?
So like he's gonna fill in the hand turkey with like bright orange and red feathers and like a beak and eyes.
While we're gathering eggs.
I'm also gathering the rats.
Yeah, so whoever is taking the eggs, please mark down that you have 6 basement eggs.
I don't think basements lay eggs.
Or just
how else are you gonna?
That's mostly for me to remember what they are if you decide to do something with them later.
Are you writing that down?
I think Cam's only getting the eggs.
Cam really wants at least one, so if nobody else goes for them, when she grabs one, then she will grab the rest.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll arm down because I'm getting the rats, but I can also start grabbing some eggs as well.
Okay, then she has 1 egg because she's really hoping that this hatches into something that doesn't
Would you like
kill
an
her.
egg? This is trying time.
Well, like, where else do you think basements come from? Right? They hatch from baby basement eggs.
Diggers, usually you gotta dig a hole.
And Anath, if you're collecting charred rats, you're able to find 6.
Oh boy, you're gonna have a feast tonight.
No, thank you.
Fucking rats. Barbecue.
Okay. 1 basement.
That's nice. You make a nice little stew out of these. And you can also like make a slipper out of the furs. The teeth make a nice charm. And the bones also make jewelry if you want to.
I do like jewelry, but I don't think I want that type of jewelry.
Oh, rats are good for you.
Someone else can have them. It is.
If you guys don't want them, I was giving them free or friends discount or something. But like, if you guys don't want them, I'll put them.
It doesn't really go with my whole look.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I don't think. Wait, however, you sir look like a man that could do with some fine accessories, accessorizing. Would you like this rat charm made from a 100% genuine rat skull?
We do have things to do right now.
Okay, sorry.
Yes.
That's a little weird. So I run back. You say like my wet, like because I'm not wearing shoes. You just hit my feet. Just on the cold stone.
I forgot about your whole shoe thing.
Something happened to him. I can't remember.
Every once in a while, something seems to happen to your shoes.
He should disappear. I don't know why. Who's stealing him? Wait, what's that shoe-shaped thing in your bag?
The shoe shaped?
No, it's being stupid.
He pulls out his water skin. Is like, is this what you were talking about?
Look at my feet for a second. Nah, it's a bit too wide. Oh shit! I should say it's too narrow. Got big feet. Sorry, continue.
Alright,
What do y'all like to do?
Cam is gonna open up the door that we were just at before we ran back to grab the eggs.
Acting. All right. Yes. So you briefly remember that there was a nest of basement eggs that got ejected from a pile of magic items, and you decided it'd be a good idea to take them with you. So now you've got them and an assortment of rats, and you're back at this door. And you're opening it, Cam?
Yes, I am.
This one opens out towards you. What you have inside here, as I just reveal the area on the map, that's not very interesting to look at because I didn't have time to do set dressing. Actually, I did. That's not true. I just didn't do it. I respect you all too much to lie about that.
I don't blame you because I would do the same thing.
I play computer games instead. Let's see. So yeah, you open this door up, and some of you see what looks like a small office about 15 feet on each side. There's a desk towards the back room with a chair, a number of bookshelves lining the walls, which interestingly enough still have books on them. And Anath and Cam, well, maybe not Cam. You can tell me if Cam makes this connection or not. This room meets a decent amount of the description that you read on that folded up paper cat.
Though she's not smart, she is perceptive, so I feel like that does sink in with her, but she gets distracted because she wants to do something in this room now. This is not her strong suit, so everyone might notice that she's doing this, but living with Wade, she would know that he kind of enjoys sort of fictional books, and so she's gonna look around on the shelf, like half hoping to spot something that looks less like a resource for study and more like something that might have been slipped on there for pleasure or like leisure reading.
Yeah, I think that's probably going to be investigation, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Might be able to help.
She casts guidance on herself. She's like,
yeah,
I really would like to do this.
You can help if Cam tells anyone that that's what she's doing.
She does not, but she's probably also not very stealthy in trying to hide that she's looking for something. She
Cam,
got a 12.
What are you looking for?
12. Yeah, so you spend maybe a minute or two looking over the books, and you find one. It sounds like it might be a fiction book based on the title written on the spine. That's the word. The spine. It's called A Fate Forfeit.
Yeah, that immediately sounds like something that Wade would be interested in to her, and she as Wade asks her what she's looking. Oh, this looked interesting, and she's going to take it, slip it off the shelf, and kind of tuck it into her backpack. There you see that she looks a little bit like flustered, and well, we could take a look at it later, maybe.
Okay. Is there anything else that stands out about this room?
Other than the well, this appears to be arranged to be somebody's office based on the furniture is old now, but based on the construction of it, it looks like it was pretty nice when it was new. You could infer that to mean that you could infer that to mean whatever you want. But there are just a bunch of books in here. Is there anything in particular you would like to divine about this room?
Can I try and look for any material on necromancy?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Make me an investigation check, and I'm going to let you do that with advantage for some circumstances.
That's 22.
22, yes. You find so many books on necromancy. In fact, it might have been a small miracle. Cam may have pulled out the only book that does not directly relate to necromancy on all of these shelves. If you've got questions about necromancy, this would be a very good place to research them.
There's so many books here, I can't take them all back.
What if we put them in those what's it called? Pouches on that cloak or in our bags? I mean, there's 3 of us. Surely you can take a lot. We can take most of them.
I can help you carry some, Wade.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I might have to come back here if.
Yeah, I mean, a few trips. I wouldn't mind. It's good exercise. What are friends for?
And we know where to go to avoid some danger, and we took care of that room that came to life on us already, so we could just come up and down here as we please. I feel like
Wade is going. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Wade is going to specifically look for books covering skeletons and or like plant life / algae.
Mm-hmm. How much time would you like to dedicate to that search, going through the maybe 200 some odd books in here?
I'd say no more than 10 minutes. Wade doesn't want to spend too much time down here.
Yeah. All right. You're able to find in just a 10-minute cursory glance. What's your investigation modifier?
6.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to find 4 books specifically pertaining to skeletons and 2 that mention plant life on just on a quick search. You're not quite sure how detailed each one of them is, but they do definitely address the topic.
Here, guys, we'll start with these, and we can hopefully come back later for the rest of them. It's a treasure trove in here.
And I will remind y'all that Little Joe is somewhere nearby, and there is a wagon further back in the woods that you had to leave because it couldn't fit down the path, but it's no more than an hour's walk away.
There was another corridor, right? More exploring to be done?
Yeah, there is. But
we could come back.
And the drawing that you did, doesn't this kind of remind you of what we were reading?
Yeah.
So somebody was describing this area.
Is there anything in the notes that said anything of interest, other than mentioning any books or in about this one room.
Are you referring back to the notes, or are you just going from your memory?
I'd pull them out and just start.
Well, Cam's gonna have to do it because it's in Elvish, or at least it was.
Cam would also like to, Cam would also like to know if there was like any description of going to the other area that we were about to go and explore, and what was there.
You folded it back up into the. Did you just fold it back up into the cat, or did you just like crumple it up and put it in your bag?
I would have folded it down back into the cat when I put it in my bag, but when like giving it back to Cam, I would start unfolding it again as big as I can.
So, Cam, you start skimming through it, trying to see if there's any more salient information about this office, anything that might pertain to that door you haven't gone behind yet, and you're scanning down towards the end, and it talks about a blue guy. It's like there's different words now at the end. There was like a blue man who was picking up some books. There's a really short guy that got stuck in a crack. It basically the end of it now describes the last 5 minutes of you guys farting around, and everything that was like in the bottom half is now the top, and the text seems to have scrolled up and has new lines under it.
Does the font shrink or like?
No, the older stuff is just gone now.
Oh my! I should have taken better note of what this said before.
Oh goodness! Oh my stars!
This seems to be describing everything that's going on here.
That's some sort of divination.
Wait! I pick up a rock and I just throw it down the hallway. I turn back to Cam. What did I say?
I'm looking at it.
It does not describe anything new.
That didn't work.
Turn it around.
Oh wait! And she's going to try. Since she's holding it.
One assumes the rock goes a little bit further, but otherwise there is no change on writing on the paper.
Maybe it doesn't care about that.
That's a shame. That's a pretty good throw.
We'll have to look into this further, because this could be useful if it doesn't just work for this area.
We would never get lost. Of course, I don't have that issue because I'm very good in my directions. But like, for you and wait.
We want to check the other. I don't know what you two are doing, but we can check the other room, right? Other corridor.
Yes, just be careful. And she's going to give Wade her vigilant blessing again, so that if they get into a fight, he has his initiative roll.
Thank you.
Could we like start moving the books though as well, like while like we're
yeah?
So I wouldn't mind just moving all the books to the outside at the least.
Did you want to get them upstairs? I think y'all had a rope ladder thrown down, right?
Oh
yes.
Didn't Cam put the stairs
Cam
back?
Put the stairs back.
That's why I went in.
Cam put the stairs back. That's right. There was a rope ladder thrown down first, and then you went and put the stairs back.
As I just start running up the stairs.
You've got that dragon in your pocket, Fal. Forgot about that.
And a wall.
And a wall.
A whole motherfucking wall.
Pocket wall.
Like pocket.
I can't wait for Wade to use pocket wall in some situation. It just doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Right. So Cam's gonna.
Like it feels like an actual wall is being thrown at you.
Cam's gonna take a bunch of books with her, but she'll set them down at the end of this hallway that we're about to walk down, so that she can at least, we're at least starting to move these things along.
Okay, yeah, you can get a big stack of books. I say you can probably get about 20 of them in a pile and get them down to the end of the hallway. All right.
Yeah, we're gonna explore this door.
Let's go.
Cam walks in like she owns the place.
Let me see
No
if
need
you
to say
do
sorry
that.
to anyone.
I will say Cam and probably Anath. No, actually not Anath. With your passive perception, Cam, you can hear some noise coming from behind the door as you go to open it.
But what sort of noise? Like I can roll if you would like.
Yeah, I mean, feel free. Like you definitely you hear something.
I rolled a nat 20 on that.
Let's fucking go.
24.
With your immaculate visual memory, you start putting some pieces together. It is a scratching and a skittering sound, and you remember from the battle, like most of the rats that formed that swarm kind of came from this general direction.
I don't mean to alarm you, Wade, but there might be more little friends behind this door, the rodent kind.
Remember what I said? Words have power. So if we open the door really quickly and just yell "shocking grats," they'll all scurry.
Okay.
Let's try that. This is what they're gonna do. They're
All
gonna
right.
burst into the room and yell this.
All right. Who's doing the yelling? All of you?
What if
All of us on the count of 3.
I'm gonna
Are you
use
counting down or you counting
thaumaturgy
up, or-
to make my voice echo.
counting up or you counting down? Like 1, 2, 3 rats.
We're counting down. 3,
3, 2, 1
2,
rats.
1.
Shocking grats.
No, perfect. All right, that was a great test. Okay, I'm gonna get on the door. You go on the other side. Sorry, I'm gonna get on the other side. We're gonna go rush the door like we own the place. Don't taking no apologies, and then shouting, "Shocking rats!"
You
Okay.
fling the door open and the handle runs straight into the back of an elderly gnome. No. Wait. It's the same
The
guy.
same one.
Why are you here? Like my friend, my brother in no. Christ, what up?
But no. Can I have all of you please make intimidation checks, and Cam, please make yours with advantage since you're using thaumaturgy and it's loud and rats are skidding.
16. And that's with a -1, I might add.
Wow. You might. Or
20.
rather, might I subtract? 20
Okay, I got 5, so I ain't that bad.
and a 5.
I got 2.
Yeah.
And that comes in saying sorry already.
Oh God.
You open you throw the door open and go and shouting and yelling, and it reeks in here. It smells
I
like
actually get scared of you guys.
they're a little unsettling. You weren't expecting all of this
buddy.
aggressive energy suddenly from Cam. Like normally she's been like so
Sorry, I
you
didn't
know,
mean
chipper. But yeah, with all of those rolls, between a 16 and a 20, and they're absolutely poor rolls on their wisdom saving throws, you send them scattering. Some of them like pour out, stumbling over your feet. Some of them scurry up the walls and crawl into cracks. But yeah, most of them scatter, and the remaining ones that are in here are visibly hiding from you.
Oh wait, that was like you had like a real like almost like a guttural like sort of bubbling like hiss come out of you.
Yeah,
just
I just visualized the time those rats were scurrying all around me, and I just bottled that rage and I let it explode.
Oh,
Nice.
just you got into character, just like when I was telling the story. Anath, what was that? Are you okay?
Oh, sorry, no, I
You remember the
Oh,
time
what's
with
that
the
smell?
gnome?
Oh, PU. Oh,
It does kind of smell in here. What
Yeah.
is that smell? And
That's
Wade's
what
gonna
scared me. Yeah, the smell.
Wade's gonna
That's
look
the-
around and like, what is that?
It appears
smells
to
completely took me
be
by surprise.
years and years of this being a rat's nest.
Ew.
Oh, I don't.
It's very like ammonia and like decay,
It's
rotting
rotting, if you
meat.
will.
It's
This-
gross.
This must be where necromancy started. From the very beginning, a rat's nest. And Wade's eyes are just gonna go distant.
I think he's writing a story again. We shouldn't disturb him while he does this.
How long does it take him to write his stories?
She's
Is
gonna wave a
Nice.
hand over Wade's. Oh, hi.
Wade's gonna snap back out of it. It's like, I really don't think there's anything in here we want to. But I also don't know if we want to leave this here with all the books, and I don't. Is there any way to just like burn it all and his eyes go like really wide, thinking of burning the rats?
I mean,
this is where Wade switches from necromancer to evoker.
I do have some flames if you would like to burn this room.
We can toss a fire in here.
Do you?
I mean, I have a couple of spells I can cast and just burn it to the ground.
You keep saying to the ground. We are underground, Wade. You do know this, right?
Yeah, the fire starts and then it burns and then it goes out and then it's to the ground.
Oh, even more to the ground. Okay.
Double ground.
Double ground. That's what our coffee is going to be called. Double ground. And how big is this rat's nest?
So it's pretty big. It's like there's a pile of just like leaves and twigs, shredded paper and things that's maybe 10 feet across.
So flammable things.
Oh, extremely.
But are these doors wooden or?
Yes, they are.
And the wall and floor is all that stone?
That's stone.
Do we want to get the books out before we burn this to the ground? Because I feel like
I want to put them further away.
Okay, so
I can start taking upstairs. Like we can just start a slow fire.
You seem like you want to burn this room, and I support that. I think that's a good decision. Aneth and I will save your books because I feel like that's important to you, right, Aneth? We could do that.
Yeah, we could do it. I'm good at book carrying. They used to call me book carrier back at the druid.
Wow, that sounds like such an honorable title to have.
Oh yeah, no, it was one of the most important. We didn't have books though, so it was kind of weird at the same time.
Just let me know when you're all good, and I'll burn it to the ground.
Yeah.
I'll give you a signal. You'll hear me. She's gonna start taking out the books with the Neth, and when they're ready, she's gonna thaumaturgy her voice down the hallway, just saying, "We're ready." Like,
are you trying to get all of the books from that room upstairs?
Yeah, like as many as like we can.
As many as Cam kind of recognizes to be of interest to Wade.
Yeah, I'd almost like ask like Cam, does he want this book?
If it looks like a scribbling to her, she's gonna take it. If it has any words that are like in death or any necro words, then she's like, yeah.
It's pretty much all the books in here. It'll take you about half an hour between the two of you to get them all upstairs.
Okay. Then
20 minutes if Wade also helps.
He's thinking about burning the room down. I feel like that's important.
He's just like standing there thinking about it while y'all are doing this.
No, he's like staring down the rats with like crazed eyes, like, you better not move, you better not move. I'm ready.
At one point, Cam also uses like her transformation to like she gets tired at like the 20-minute mark and just like uses her wings to haul up a load or two, and then gives him the signal after half an hour.
You hear Camriel's booming voice coming from above.
And then Wade, I sort of want to flavor it because I only got 2 spell slots left. But I sort of want to have like 2 chromatic orbs and just like throw them at, just step back from the room and just be like, shocking grats.
Yeah, you take your.
But it's actually fire. It's from a chromatic orb.
Yeah, you take your chromatic orb, summon it up in your hand, grab a handful of it from your other one, and just yell shocking rats as this room goes up in flames. Are you leaving the door open?
Absolutely, I want to watch it all burn.
Yeah. Yeah. You watch it start to catch this nest. Rats scattering. Smell burning hair and like burning rat's nest. Whatever that smells like. I don't know. Probably not good.
Can't you use prestidigitation to like make it smell differently? Is that the one that helps with that?
I think it can. You could like make your upper lip
Just,
smell.
yeah, just like help yourself so you can be more comfortable while you watch the room burn.
But the hallway and the room is starting to fill with smoke, and it's starting to become difficult to breathe because
I'm going to use my water genasi.
Oh, you don't have to breathe, right?
Well, I'm just gonna cast create water.
Oh, okay. Are you putting it out?
Yeah. After I figure, there's enough. Those rests.
They learned their lesson. Yeah, it is heavily charred in here now. The smoke coming down from the ceiling, like your head is like in a cloud of smoke. But yeah, you're able to put it out pretty easily with your natural ability to command the elements.
Stop.
You did it.
Cam would be concerned if she was seeing the looks on Wade's face right now. What are you guys doing in chat? Stop it.
What are we doing?
Go look at a corner. Just find
goodness.
any corner in the room that you're in. Go look at it. Tell them Vic sent you.
Oh my stars! Goodness, that's a lot of bits.
And then Wade will depart.
And then you never saw him again. Sorry.
Walks off into the distance, crazed eyes, thinking
Doesn't
about
take
rats.
He burns him actually on his way out. We just brought these up for you.
There can be no evidence of rats.
Cam is outside, just like nuzzling little Joe. She hasn't had proper time to actually enjoy this creature, and so given that it took a little while, she's just like, you are a beautiful creature. And then she looks to Aneth. Does he understand me when I say things to him? Or do I have to speak a different way?
I just looked at little Joe. So.
What's going on down there? That sounded wild. There's like some screaming and stuff.
Oh yeah, like there was we were just doing something like totally radical and everything, like killing rats, and like there was a weird like big pile of kind of trash. Took care of that and cleaned it out. It ain't a mess down there anymore, bro. Also,
that sounds pretty wild.
They do understand. Do you like my friend, by the way? She's asking if you like her back.
She's nice.
Very shiny coat. She's like at the back.
She's pretty shiny too.
He thinks you're pretty shiny too.
You see, like if you could see Cam melt, this is like the ultimate compliment to her. He said that?
Yeah, it's like
I don't think that we can give this horse back. I'm sorry. Will we go to jail if we don't give little Joe back?
Yo, little Joe, how you feeling about like possibly running away?
I mean, do you have grain?
I could get you grain.
We had grain in the wagon, right?
Would you be willing to
yeah, y'all are.
You can pick whatever grain you want.
You guys are pretty fun, but Elena might be upset.
Yeah.
What if we said there was an accident on the road?
Then Elena would be even more upset.
Oh, that's very true. Yes, you're right. Yeah, that's what
we
you
can
said.
think about all this later. We might want to.
Actually, we got. You wouldn't know what the word necromancy means, would you?
Tasking the horse.
And that's gonna be Draft horse has an intelligence modifier of -5. That's gonna be a -3 on that intelligence check for Lil Joe. Neck. I don't know.
Necromancy, like
I don't know.
I think it has something to do with like kissing the neck, like you know, like romance.
The horses got. Wait, he's.
Are we hearing this in neighing? Are we hearing?
Nay.
Yeah, like Little Joe. Like to the rest of you, it's like we like clopping of the foot and some whinnying.
I'm just like nay.
Is this language necromancy?
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
Well, I'm not saying. Where's the rocks? Where are they falling from?
Can we give
There's
some
a giant
inspiration for
nearby.
that awfulness?
I swear, David, me and you are on the same wavelength right now. I'm just saying. Like we made 2 jokes in sync. As I was saying, my dude, bro. Yeah, I ain't got a clue what necromancy is either. I feel like that could have helped, but like I think it'd be weird. Like I can't see how kissing someone's neck could work in this plan of faking your death, so we can bring you with us. But like,
I mean,
do you know how much you're worth, like payment wise?
I got no idea. I just got grain.
Yeah, that's fair. Like you're free spirit, like you don't. Yeah,
I'd probably ask
No.
Elena.
I'm free spirit too. Like I don't. Want
That's the businessman. with like the pyramid schemes.
Yeah. Like a
Holy crap.
leftist real estate developer over here.
All right, well, Kaz is broken.
Thanks for tuning in to Down Tabletop. Kaz needs to take a break.
Wade
Hey
comes
Cam,
up.
do you think those did they identify themselves as automatons? I don't remember if
They
did or not.
identified themselves as units 72
Yeah, they had
and
numbers.
287.
Do you think 72 would know what these? And he's gonna pull out like the magic items that we had. Do you think he'd know anything about? Do you think they'd know anything about these?
Maybe, but I feel like if we take our time, you know, just crack up in a bottle of wine and look over everything tonight, I feel like we could figure it out. You could ask, but I found it more fun that way in the past.
Maybe just about the crystal then.
Oh,
That's
that I
something we
do-
actually came here for.
Yeah, I would like to know why they have this and if they know any more information about the crystal that we found at the winery and how that might be connected.
Yeah,
But
that
where
one.
are they? Where are the automatons?
Have you've headed back upstairs now?
Yeah, we're
Unit 72 is still standing by the top of the stairs where you left them, and Unit 287 is not visible currently.
Unit 72, we request your assistance.
Cam,
How may I be of assistance?
can you make like one of those like? Sorry. No, you go first. I'll come after.
Can you identify this crystal?
And some of it's do you just hold it up? Do you hand it over to it? Like, what is the action you're taking?
I'm just like holding it in front of it. If it if it needs to hold it, I'm like, I can.
Let's see. And it's like eyes like turn, and it looks like a little zoom lens kind of pokes out of them a little bit, like it said analyzing. This appears to be a chunk of omerite that has been processed for use in enchantment.
Can you process it for other things?
Query unclear.
What? Are you familiar with any other purposes that this crystal can be used for?
I am unfamiliar with the specific application of this crystal, although Omerite has many uses in magic. It takes enchantment very easily.
I don't know if am I supposed to ask you to ask it because you're technically like in charge now here of the special project.
Just like turns to you. I may receive queries from any individual.
I was just wondering if the Hollow Weave was the one who mined this crystal, and if you knew anything about that. If there were any operations of the Hollow Weave that involved mining this particular type of crystal.
Accessing. Unknown.
Oh,
It is possible, although I cannot say specifically whether or not this specific crystal was mined by someone associated with this establishment or another.
Are you familiar with any mining operations of Omerite?
Accessing. Let's see. Omerite may be found in small quantities in the... I forgot the name of my own mountain range. The DM is buffering. Please wait.
It's Omerite? Like...
Yeah, it is spelled, for those of you keeping notes at home, O-M-O-R-I-T.
Omerite. Okay.
That was close.
I was not.
I had Omar.
I had
O-M-A-R.
I had Omerite, like with an L in it.
It says, fortunately, Unit 72 got a natural 20 on their history check. Modest quantities of Omerite may be found near the peak of Edafo's Jewel, which Cam and Wade and maybe Anath. Anath, can you make a history check for me?
Of course. Give me a second. 13 plus something, something, something. It is plus 0. 13.
13. The name rings a bell, but it's like, I've heard of that before, but I'm not sure what it is. Wade and Cam. Wade and Cam, particularly Cam, you would know Edafo's Jewel is the name of the tallest mountain in the Gilded Peaks, north of the city of Sten's Gap. It is relatively close. It is still a few days travel away, but it is in the general direction of where you grew up the river Diaspor from Crystal Harbor.
Oh, that's not that far from my home. Well, I mean, not like my childhood home. I guess I consider Crystal Harbor my home now, but
Why they called it Crystal Harbor?
Wow. Is that? Like her mind is exploding right now. It's
How old is Crystal Harbor?
Crystal Harbor, you would know, has been occupied for at least 1,000 years. It is a very old city.
Maybe that's why. Surprised we don't see more of this Omerite around.
Yeah, this is the second piece of it you've ever seen. The first one was in the basement of Silverleaf Vineyard.
To be fair, I don't really know what is odd and what isn't odd. I had a very sheltered upbringing, I suppose, up in the mountains. Everything that I've explored with, like, since meeting you has been, well, I mean, everything I know about the outside world, and so this, this didn't strike me as odd until, well, just now, I suppose.
It's fair. It's fair. I just think anything's odd if I haven't heard of it or read about it or, seen it before.
That sounds like it would be a lot of things that you find odd.
Did
you find me odd when we met? You don't have to answer that, actually. I don't think I want to know.
Actually, I'd like to know, did you find me odd when you met me?
Yesterday?
Yeah. Do you still find me odd? Am I still very confusing to you?
I wouldn't say confusing is the word. I wouldn't use the word confusing, no.
Oh, what would you use?
Fascinating. You're a fascinating creature.
Oh. I thought you said fascinating for a second.
What is fascinating?
I don't know.
Oh.
Well, apparently I'm that.
Anath is
it might have something to do with a donkey.
Lobby a donkey's ass.
God damn it, guys.
Hey, man.
Because of jackass!
That's a little derogatory right there. We don't appreciate that sort of
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay, man. It's all right. I know you didn't mean nothing by it. But, you just gotta call
He
stuff.
just starts neighing again all of a sudden.
You gotta call stuff out like that when you see it. You understand, I'm sure.
Yeah, no. Yeah. If someone's problematic, you gotta make sure that you gotta fix it, like straight and narrow.
So it's settled that we're buying Little Joe.
Also, question. You wouldn't know what asinine means, do you?
That's somehow worse than the role of the necromancer.
No worries, buddy. You just keep doing that chill dude.
I mostly just move stuff and eat grain.
No, you do it so well. You're like,
I got my niche.
Yeah, you know your lane.
Wait, did you ask everything you need? Because I feel like, well, maybe it's just the way that I have a hard time trusting people, but when we started uncovering things down there, I had some sort of suspicion, which is now, it feels silly, but do you feel like you got everything that you needed question-wise from...
What was your suspicion?
Well, it just seemed a little strange with all the the attack at the winery, and the fact that they seem to be digging into where the crystals were, and then we find the crystal here that seems to be of use to the Hall of Weave, and we were kind of sent there by the Hall of Weave. It all just felt very strange. But I also don't know much about how you guys operate there.
I mean, we weren't necessarily sent there by the Hall of Weave. We just were around when he came asking for help.
It did seem, though, like your employer, maybe, like it seemed like they were sort of interested or involved in some way with what was going on there.
Well, I mean, their workers are from Flynn, so of course he has an interest in that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. Like, it just feels silly now to me, but at the same time, there was a moment where I thought it all seemed strange to me.
Assassinating, that's like the second half of assassinating.
Oh.
So it's like, actually, like in ways like maybe we can cover that later.
I look very confused. I would then. Sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say, Cam is like going to make sure that all of the books are secure, and she's kind of just preparing to leave at this point.
We'll say it will be between all of you. You will be able to move all of the books. It will be difficult though, unless you can figure something to put them in. Since you had to leave the cart further back in the woods.
And we've got little Joe. Little Joe could like ride this back and forth.
Yeah.
I would want to ask the robot, the sentinels, if they can create little models, and if there was a horse model that like we could have to like summon a horse on the table downstairs.
When you ask this to Unit 72 and
just help us move these books because I've had duty and stuff as a part of like the workers here.
I do not have the capability to summon a horse. However, I do have arms.
Excellent. Okay, take these.
Them up.
Yeah, just start stacking them. All right. Lower a bit down, please, actually, so I can so it's easy for you to reach. Oh, you look forklift certified.
Unit 72, forklift operator.
I just start stacking books. Okay, all right, perfect. Come on. And hold it like by like anything I can hold it by like as I
walk it. with the help of Unit 72 you can get the books, stacking it, stuffing your bag full, tying it to little Joe, and all of y'all working together you can get the books to the cart in one trip.
Excellent. I get in the cart.
Cam would like use like her bedroll if she needed to, and just kind of like create like a little saddle on little Joe to like just like shove them in, sort of thing.
Yeah, you're able to make that work. So once the books are placed in the cart, Unit 72 will quit. Is there any other assistance that is required?
Unless you could come up with a way to like get us to keep this horse and like convince the owner to give it to us.
I'm afraid that is beyond my area of expertise.
That's okay. It's a pretty hard ask. Thank you anyway. Oh, question actually.
Yes.
You know what assassinate means? That fella said called me yourself. Assassinate. I don't understand.
It appears to be a misspelling of assassinate.
Why would he say that?
Unknown.
What about assassinate? Maybe you can, as you are.
And on that, it starts to walk back towards its guard duty.
And that's just like, I'm so sorry to whoever I assassinated.
Oh my god! That gnome, I killed him!
You gave him a complex now.
I have just like the most perplexed expression on my face the entire journey. I don't even say a word. I just keep looking down.
So where are we going? Cam is inclined to go and drop the books off at Wade's place. Yeah? Okay.
That's what I was thinking.
All right.
Hoard all the knowledge.
All right. Yeah, it's pretty smooth travel back. You remember the way there. You've got the path to follow. Little Joe remembers the way too and can help.
Do we see any oddness in the shifting woods as we go back through it?
It's a good question. Make a perception check.
19 plus 4. So, 23.
Yes. There is some oddness that you see in the shifting wood as you go back. You notice that many of the plants along the side of what it remains of the path, and it's very minor. It is so minor. Adopt a ever so faint. It's weird. It's like when you look at the leaves on some of the plants, and it's only noticeable on the larger leaves just because the effect is so faint. Just around the edges, that adopts almost like a opalescent color, like you're looking at mother of pearl at an angle, just like a shimmering, very faint shimmering rainbow just around the edge. And you, Camriel, have very definitively never seen that before.
Okay, and she doesn't see anything that might be causing it.
No. In fact, why don't you make a let's make a nature check for me, because I finished filling out the table of colors.
Nope.
What you got?
I rolled a nat 1.
Okay.
Nature's intelligence, right? So
yes.
minus 2. Minus 2 for you. Wait, no, minus 1. Minus 1. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I can math.
Never mind. Good to know.
And what are you looking at?
It's just really pretty. She just goes like that, kind of tracing along with her finger of the sort of shimmering that she sees in the woods. I've never seen that before in all my time here.
You seen what? What are you talking about?
She's going to describe like the exact, like the sort of opal sort of color that she sees to Wade.
When it's pointed out to you, you can just barely make it out. It's almost easier to see if you're not looking directly at it. It's like easier to catch out of the corner of your vision. It is beautiful though, but very strange.
Are you familiar with anything like this?
Why would he say I assassinate someone? I haven't killed anyone. Who's
Nest.
Huh? Sorry, what was I? Sorry.
Have you the leaves? Look at the large leaves. Do you see that sort of very faint shimmer?
There's a shimmer like this, and she just kind of like makes her eyes sort of like reflect that sort of color.
Very pretty, just like the leaves. Do I like know anything about it though?
Nature check for me, please.
Oh shit, yo! I got an unnatural 20.
Nice. You look at it, and a natural 20 for a total of, actually,
it's unnatural.
Unnatural. Okay, okay. Never mind. For a total of 20. You have not interacted with the shifting wood very much, and with a 20, with an unnatural 20 for you, given your experience with this location, you have also, in the time that you've been traversing about these woods, which is like the better part of a day now, and some of yesterday, not familiar with like an opalescent sheen. Most of the colors you've seen it turn have been a solid. Like it has adopted very clearly like a yellow hue or a brown hue, something like that. But nothing prismatic that you've seen. This is some sort, whatever is causing this is not something that you have interacted with.
I don't know, but whatever it is, it's very fascinating. I say about that, I go back to being confused. Like, why did he say that? Doesn't make sense at all.
I think he knows. Cam, do you want to help me?
I didn't kill those rats, but yeah.
Just, these scribbles, these elvish scribbles, and he's going to pull out the spell book.
You want help translating?
Yeah, I can't read these.
We can stay up and work on that extra bottle of wine that I got. Yes, I would love to do that.
Though I will say, Wade would know that you don't necessarily have to be able to, because it's using Elvish script, but it isn't using like Elvish ideas and concepts. This is written. This is expressing magic through Elvish.
Is it like almost like someone like Google Translate something through?
Not quite. It's more. It's more important is like the layout of the characters and their orientation to each other and the other characters around them, rather than what they actually themselves mean. So you could make this your own without Cam's help. You could copy these into your spellbooks without Cam's help, but it would go easier.
But she seems very excited now.
it would go easier. It would go easier with her help.
Wade definitely wants Cam's help because he's like, you know, being a wizardy type, smarty hardy dude. He likes learning all the things.
I could teach some of you guys. I could teach both of you guys some of like the characters, so that like this one we've seen a lot, and she points to the thicker line square. And
we could have like a language exchange.
I would love that. Have you ever? And she just there's like this like ominous like garbling like it almost kind of grates on your ears a little bit, but at the same time it feels like there's like a pleasant overtone to it as she speaks celestial at you randomly.
Oh, but it's this kind of sounds like sandpaper, but then it's a bit.
I know a lot of languages. I only know common and primordial.
Well, my mother was Elvish, and my father, well, that's a complicated story. Which I could tell you tonight as we work on the spell book, and yeah, she seemed like Cam just seems elated the whole way back that they're gonna have like this language exchange, like wine party, that they're gonna stay up late and do some studying.
So, is there anything you would like to do on the way back?
I think we can start with the Elvish script, since it's not like, since I don't need to learn it to learn the spell, but also because, you know, it'll help begin with the language exchange.
Yeah, and I will. Oh, go ahead, guys.
No, I would just be talking with Lil Joe about like,
Fascinating.
about like just like grain and like what makes a fine grain.
He wants to get the best grain for him when we eventually buy this horse from the
woman. Will. He will be ass.
All right. So.
Well, I'm not the best businessman this side of the market square.
Just the market square.
So yeah, you take a look. You spend the rest of the ride home looking through the spell book, starting to gain an understanding of the magics contained within. And I will send you a list of all the spells after the stream, because I wrote one, but I can't find it right now. And we are at 9 o'clock. That could be a good place to leave it, or would we like to get through identifying the magic items and then leave it there?
It's up to you. I mean, I'm always good for going later, but you know,
it's up to you.
Everybody else feel.
I could go for finishing off, just like knowing what it is that we found, and yeah, I'd be good with that.
All right. So you make your way back to town through the afternoon. The sun setting in the sky, starting to set in the sky as you pull up to Wade's house with Little Joe and the wagons. I want to see that band.
That's us.
Little Joe and the wagons.
Everyone multi-passenger bard.
All right. Wade, what does your house look like?
That's a great question. What does my house? So, like you said, it was provided by the hall, right?
You would be able to afford one with your
there was like there was subsidized sort of like housing at one point, and you were able to buy a house. Okay. Yeah.
Gosh, I'd say it's sort of like a larger apartment. You know, maybe roughly like 1,000, 1,200 square feet. You know,
pretty big.
Well, you know,
That's how big my whole house is.
It's a nice sized place, but because Cam likes to crash over, so he's got to have room for a couple people to. But yeah, he's got like his main bedroom. He's got another like office space to do like his mad scribblings, and then like a sort of smaller lounge area because most of his time is spent in the office.
You notice at the like little like the area where Cam crashes a lot, which is like his couch. There's things that are definitely like not Wade's. she's like slowly moving like small pieces of her own things into where she spends a lot of her time. And so there's like a gold like fabric sort of cushion, little like flowers on the table that she put there because she likes to wake up to them.
Delightful.
Cam, did we water the flowers before we left?
Oh my goodness, I did not do that in like 3 days. Oh, it's okay.
I walk up to the flowers, and I might be able to. Let me see if
Druidcraft.
I was gonna Druidcraft, yeah. Could I make them look a bit like freshen them up on like?
Yeah, I'll say so. They're a little wilty at this point, but not too bad.
Fresh about making them a bit more.
Yeah.
Cam, do you have like figurines or something like that, or is it mostly just like flowers and?
Cam's got those anime like figurines everywhere.
She has she wouldn't keep figurines. It's more like little a lot of them would just kind of be like stone work or gems that she's found. None of them like expensive. Just they were pretty and shiny, so she picked them up, and they're probably like near the vase.
So Wade is gonna pull out the crystalline dragon figure and put it like in the middle, surrounded by like some of the stones or whatever that Cam has, and like, hey, look, it's the dragon and the magic boulders.
That just finishes off this whole look for me, which reminds me, and she like reaches into her bag and pulls out that book that she took earlier. I didn't want this I didn't know we were going to take all of the books, so I probably wouldn't have done this originally, but I wanted to. This seemed like interesting, and I know you like books. It seemed like there was some pages missing at the end, and that doesn't seem to bother you, and she just kind of like shoves it into your arms. Just thank you for letting me stay here all the time,
Thank you, I appreciate it. It probably helps because this is like maybe the only non-necromancy book out of the whole lot. It's nice to separate them.
Well, I do hope you enjoy it. Maybe you could read some pages to me when I'm not able to sleep, which like you know that Cam just is like out like a light usually. Should we look over all of the cool things that we found?
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
She's gonna she moves like the coffee table and she puts pillows on the floor and she's like, all right, let's do this.
Doing some magic rituals with the friend group.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I would also start setting up my bed. Like I just put like my bed scroll in the hallway, like at the entrance.
So what are you tackling first? You have a by my count 5 things of interest.
Say we can start with the
6.
gray cloak.
6 things of interest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The cloak. And you're doing an identify ritual, I'm assuming? or something similar.
Do you need a spell for that? Because I don't have that spell.
That is a spell.
I don't have
we can't just do like an arcana over way too long of like staying up through the night.
Yeah, I'll allow it. I'll allow it if you spend the whole night. It'll take most of the night to like analyze these things together, and you'll have a pretty good idea of them. Depending on how you roll, if there's something that requires a command word, you may or may not learn what it is from just a regular arcana study.
Obviously, the only command word we need to know is shocking rats.
Speaking of, I would start skinning those rats and cleaning them as like we're identifying, and I will be preparing a rabbit stew. Or rabbit stew.
Rabbit stew.
Rabbit stew. That's how you get Cam to eat these rats. You say rabbit.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, it's a rabbit. Yeah.
Close enough.
So yeah, we'll try our best, and then if we have to like actually pay somebody else to identify these, then that'll be
like the most I got is detect magic. I don't know how helpful that will be. That might help push us in the right direction.
It'll get you the school and whether or not something's magical.
Yeah, that's as close as I can get.
All right, so let's see what we got here. The cloak type article of clothing adorned with patches. This is something that you've heard about before, Wade. You've seen a few of these around. This is a classic piece of adventurer's kit called the Robe of Useful Items.
Why do you have to throw that at the one character who's not going to take that? That's my personal favorite one.
Well, I mean, you can. Hey, who knows who ends up with it? Wade just knows what it is now.
It's gray, though.
Well, I mean, can't we, we can prestidigitation some soil on that.
And I will send this list to you, but or whoever ends up with this item, I will send this list to you. But it includes, apart from the standard patches, a silver, a small silver chest, a patch with 10 gemstones on it.
Get paid to get the rest of these identified if we don't do it.
A wooden ladder. 2 scrolls of unknown nature. A window. And a portable ram.
Excuse me, what was that? The second last one?
Second to last one, a window. Says a window 2 feet high by 2 feet by 4 feet, and either way you can orient it in any direction, which you can place on a vertical surface that you can reach that is up to 2 feet thick.
Would have been helpful for Ines getting into that door earlier.
Yeah, I've got a question. Are we able to use the item straight away?
Good, you got to pull the patch off, and you would know, Wade, having at least heard talk about this around the halls, that they are one-time use patches.
Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, Wade, pass me the window one. I wanna check something, and I was gonna slap it on the wall. Let's see if I can I have no clue. I assume what it will do will let me climb through, but I don't know.
Yeah, it will just make a window wherever you throw it up.
Oh my god, you just killed someone.
On a surface.
That's how you assassinated them.
Whoa.
Turn you into a window.
Assassinated someone?
How did you know I assassinated someone before I knew I assassinated someone?
It was that long piece of paper you were looking at. It tells us everything. What does it say? It's written in Elvish. I can't read it.
How'd you know?
You were talking about
I read it out loud.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I didn't assassinate no one. Did you say I assassinated someone on the paper? I turned to Cam whoa, you lying about me? I thought you were pals.
I don't know. I kind of did this thing where I went really within myself, kind of disconnected from my thoughts up here, and just said the words that I saw. So I'm sorry if I did lie about you. I did not mean to.
Bro, you just said I killed someone.
Wow, that is a very major
strong
accusation.
Yeah. You got this guy convinced I've killed someone. Saying I'm
That
assassinating.
sounds pretty.
I mean, you just said you were gonna use a window to do it.
No, I said I was gonna use a window and climb through it.
Yeah, someone. You're gonna put the window on someone and just climb through.
Oh, whoa,
Wait,
buddy.
Wait. Cam's just gonna like feel Wade's forehead.
You need some tea or something. You want to make some like,
inhalation when you
I'm
were
gonna make you
down.
some tea and like this rat bit stew will help.
Rat
You-
bit.
Did you say rat?
No. I said I said rabbit.
Make a deception check, I guess?
Against my insight?
If it matters.
Which I rolled an 8 for.
Oh Lord, bless me with this roll, please.
Good vibes.
My stars, grant me this one wish. Oh no, I dropped my die. Where does my voice start and where does Anna begin? I don't know. Oh shit, Lord, I got 18, baby.
Yeah, you said rabbits too. Yeah, it's rabbit.
Yeah.
Totally
Hey,
rabbit.
Anath, did you throw the rat parts outside in the trash can out there?
No, I'm gonna use them.
Okay.
The druids like to use everything. That you remember?
Nothing left behind.
Hey, just make sure you. I don't know, because some of that stuff doesn't keep well.
It
if you don't
smells
preserve it.
delicious. She's
Thank
gonna
you.
take a
Very spiced.
bowl of the stew while they look over the next item.
Oh, it's not finished. Whoa, buddy.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, no, sorry. It's not.
Okay.
You gotta add a few little things. You're the first player, I promise.
A patch of fur out of it.
Hey,
No, it's clean, I swear.
what's special about those eggs you found, Cam?
I'm really hoping that something cute hatches out of this.
Oh, I got 5 of them.
I feel like this one feels very lucky to me. For no particular reason. I'm not sure.
I believe you kiss an egg is good luck.
She grew up kind of in a like self-contained home where I assume that they would have to have some sort of protein of some sort. Is there any way that she could use that knowledge to like maybe she looks inside of there, like holds it up to a light, kind of looks at or the shape, maybe she's seen it before?
Yeah, I'll say that's going to be a nature check, but I'll let you do it with advantage because of your background.
I rolled a 2 and a 3, so -2 on both.
It's an egg. It's not a chicken egg. It's like it's like a little bit bigger than a chicken egg, and it's kind of like a little pinkish.
You see little brick walls like on the wall on the shell.
I'm really not sure.
Can I try and identify like one of the 5 eggs I got?
Yeah, go for it. Nature, please.
I'm good at this. I have been destroyed for my hubris. I've gotten only 9.
I mean, it's not like any egg you've ever seen before. This is not any sort of domestic fowl with which you are familiar, or even any sort of wild fowl. Most like wild birds' eggs are smaller than this, and none of the domestic ones that you've ever seen are quite this color.
Are these eggs not magical then?
They're architectural.
They might be magical. You haven't inspected them for that.
I'll pass them to Wei. As I continue touching up my stew.
Right.
Cam puts hers on a pillow, like trying to keep it warm.
Is some sort of like basic arcana to see if...
Yeah, make an arcana check for me.
Wait, don't know nothing. These are eggs, man. I don't.
Should we cook one?
I don't. It's. I don't know. It came from that whole thing I don't even want to think about that thing anymore.
What if it has a slime in it?
Good thing we crack into the vault and make sure it's all fine at first.
I don't know how slimes reproduce.
I don't know how slimes reproduce.
It was a 6, by the way. That's what I rolled.
Yeah.
So no.
Egg.
And these are eggs. I don't. Maybe one of Anath's. You know, one of your friends would know.
On me now.
Huh?
I thought, what was he going to blame on me now?
Having friends who know more about eggs.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to open. I'm going to crack an egg open in a bowl.
Wade is going to just gasp and like, no.
We got 5 of these. We got 5. What's this sound like?
It appears to be an egg. It smells a little bit. It is slimy. It has lots of albumin in there.
It is a slime.
Very albuminous.
Oh, what is that even?
I think that's the technical term for egg whites.
Oh,
I slapped just a bit of the egg white.
Just a little bit of it?
Just a little bit. You like that thing in wine tasting?
I'm gonna make a death saving throw. You know what happens when you
I just die right there.
You taste egg whites.
I died from egg poisoning.
It tastes. You just sip a little bit.
Yeah.
It tastes fine.
I'll wash it down. Okay.
You going for the rest of the egg?
Nah, I'm gonna. You want me to put it in the stew, or do you want I can fry it up, or like?
We gotta use it for everything, right? Use all the things.
Maybe we can make sure that we get one to the Hall of Wild. Roxel might know what these are.
Oh yeah.
We eat some. We can give some for.
Say we figure out what there are first. It might be worth something.
Oh,
and then we can always you can always buy cheaper eggs.
Could we mend this eggshell back together? We could. I mean, if you really want, we can put it back together.
It would be hard to get the egg back inside of the shell, though. But you could close it up. You wouldn't be able to get. It'd be very difficult to get all of it back in.
Yeah, I'm only essentially if Wade is very convinced I shouldn't eat this because I am Anna will eat it if no one if you don't protest.
We got the rest of them. It's
Yeah.
For all we know, it could be the egg for a rare, but anyway.
I start frying that baby up.
Nice.
I think Cam would like to look at the cat note thing next, and she's not very good at the arcane stuff, but she would be willing to test out any theories, and so she would help in that practical sense.
So before you do that, Kaz, you eat the egg?
Yeah, I'm gonna fry up, and I would give it with I'd have the egg while everyone else has some rabbit stew, and I would also have some rabbit stew as well.
Okay. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Oh no!
I'll see you guys later. It was great 4 episodes. Oh motherfucker.
I will let the chat know. I think we have a redemption for advantage, and Cam, if you want to cast resistance or guidance or something on him beforehand, be my guest.
I got 8. Chat, please.
Here you go. Try again.
For the love of God. Thank you. Oh, hi, someone.
If he starts to look. Oh no! Will a D4 help you? No.
Hey, Cam! It doesn't. You might want to help him. It doesn't look too good.
She's gonna try to cast guidance just based on the face that he's making. So you can have a D4, but I don't think that's gonna help.
8.
Let's see.
Let's keep
I do have lesser restoration if this helps.
Oh goodness.
Oh no! Why are you? Why are you rolling those dice?
What are you doing that for? We're not in combat, bro. David. David, this is because of the session I ran on Monday. I didn't mean to kill you guys.
So that's not great. It's not enough to kill you outright. But you do take... Wait, do you only have 12 hit points?
No, I've got 18, sorry.
Okay. Let's see.
The boy's contracted a newly found disease.
Please take 22 points of force damage as the egg explodes when you eat it. Kind of like that scene in The Mask where Jim Carrey eats the dynamite and then just goes like
yeah.
As you are rocked by an internal explosion.
My digestion tract.
So Kaz is unconscious as his stomach just goes like
I fucked myself.
No.
Cam, you gotta do something. Those eggs.
I'm going to
God.
cast Cure Wounds on him immediately. Holy shit. Don't. This is a public service announcement from Down Tabletop. Don't just eat eggs that you find in a cluster in an abandoned ruin.
So that was 10d6 points of force damage.
Holy crap.
I expected you to eat it. I also expected that maybe you wouldn't fail the Constitution saving throw by that much.
I'm just gonna put a house inside.
Cat.
Something
Cam gives him
this is why the house
11
is so
points
cheap.
of healing.
How much healing?
11 points.
11. How much damage did I take?
22 points of force damage.
11?
22, yeah. So you went down to 0 and then you're back up at 11.
I died for a second. Oh.
Just unconscious.
Hello, everyone.
It wasn't enough to reduce you to your negative hit point total.
Quick question there, Anath. On a scale of 1 to 10, how did that egg taste? Because it looked like it was a negative 22 there.
It was pretty good going down.
Oh, yeah, it was delicious. Actually, can you pass me another one?
No, I don't think so.
I think that's like a one-time culinary treat, you know?
First,
like
you remember? Do you remember what you said to me the other day about keeping your friends close and your enemies closer? If your enemies were closer than your friends, then you might be able to convince them to eat one of these eggs, and that might happen to them.
Come on, you trying to explode me?
Not you. Please don't assassinate me, or I'm sorry, Anna. I did bring you back.
This is true. This is true. Maybe no more of those eggs. They're clearly magical in some sort. Or maybe not magical. Like what did it feel like? How would you describe it?
I'll say when you ate it, you felt like the egg was trying to impart power into you, but you couldn't handle it.
I felt like I was about to become a god, and then immediately my body rejected it.
You're not ready yet. One day. We'll get there one day.
Cammy's keeping this egg that she has.
Yeah. Save one of those eggs. I'll take it when it's time.
We'll call them the eggs of power.
That feels like that could be a really good series of books or something.
Oh. The eggs of power.
The Lord of the Eggs. All right, so you're going for the cat next, the folded up cat. Okay. Yeah, make an Arcana check for me.
I'm a quarterly.
And do it with advantage.
Let's roll an actual piece of dice.
I'm gonna give you guidance on that as well, so an extra D4.
D4. Hold out my D4. That's
as I've gone to the toilet.
A total of 19.
19. Yeah, so you take this like origami cat with the writing on it, and you notice that it has chronicled, for best you can tell, the last 10 minutes of whatever was going on while it was in your bag, including the explosion and all that stuff. This this item, you read it and you can't really, like, you over the course of the evening you unfold it, you study it. It's definitely magical. It's definitely got a transmutation and a divination aura about it. There's some sort of command word associated with it. You're not sure what it is, but at some point you put it to the side, unfolded, and after you let it sit there for 10 minutes, you notice it start to fold itself back up. And if you let it finish, it folds itself back up into this cat, which stands up and starts walking around and comes up to whoever's on the floor and like nuzzles up against you, and it starts purring. It starts, like, if you let it, it'll start wandering around your house, looking at everything, like smelling everything that it can, rubbing up against everything that you can possibly that it can possibly reach.
Told you it was cute. Look at it go.
Just if Cam were to pick it up after it spent some time doing that and looks at the note, does it seem to outline the things that it was like looking at and nuzzling and
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
And it chronicles what you're doing while it's doing that.
Okay. Does it read in third person? Like how is it worded? Is like my question.
It is written from the first person. I saw this. These people did this.
Is it very basic in that? Oh, this happened. Blah blah.
No, it is like incredibly detailed.
We could give this to somebody, like, just kind of pass it off, like, oh, here's a cute little cat, and then, like, take it back and read it, like some sort of like gossip,
Yeah, no.
I have a better idea. If there was a way we could make it so that it could write out everything for longer than just this small time period, we could chronicle our entire time together, and our story would write our story for us.
Our novel series about the eggs of power.
Oh,
yes.
Exactly.
And
my attention.
I will say also, I feel like Cam might. Do you like try and talk? Does anybody try and like interact with this thing as though it was a cat?
Just like little scritches. And stuff
if you like try and call to it, it comes to you and it nuzzles up against you. It behaves as though it were a cat.
Let's give it a
name. Origami cat. Origami cat, come over here.
And it sits down, curls its tail around itself, and looks up at you.
I'm gonna call you Egg.
Wow.
You wanna call it Egg?
Wow.
You like Egg?
Wow.
Egg it is.
Yes, so okay. I will pop this.
Sorry, Cam, I stole that from you.
I will pop the description of this item because this is a home brew magic item, not one of my own. This is from the Griffin's Saddlebag. Shout out to the Griffin's Saddlebag, back their recent Kickstarter. This is an item known as the Foldable Pet. Yeah, and I will program it into D&D Beyond later, but there's a written description in our private chat, but for chat it is This pet is considered a magical object, not a creature, although it is considered a sentient magic item with an intelligence of 2, wisdom of 12, charisma of 7. It has hearing and dark vision out to a range of 60 feet. If you do manage to discover what the command word is, you can use the command word to have it refold itself in either to a bird, cat, or fish format, which granted a flying, walking, or swimming speed, respectively. And it records everything that it's seen or heard in the last 10 minutes.
Oh, we are gonna get up to some shenanigans.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, in the last episode of from the cat's point of view.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool as well, actually.
What else do we got here? We had a heavy bag of beans. I don't know.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I run the beans,
You want to try eating these beans? I just laughed. Like, maybe not.
Ah, toss him.
I'm feeling very tired. I don't know if I can help you if you explode again.
I'll create good berries. 10 of them. Toss them in.
Does
Wait,
one
it's
not
gonna-
swim in, or is it gonna look at them?
We should maybe figure out what they are first.
Fine.
I don't think these are the
Eat my
beans of
egg and
power.
die. What was that?
These aren't the beans of power. Maybe they're beans of sour.
Ah, we don't know.
You can't have
I like
beans
that.
of power and eggs of power. That would cause a lot of chaos.
Too much power.
I don't know. I don't know, man. Everyone is beans are good for your heart, eggs good for your protein intake.
For your muscles, and Wade just points to his skinny arms.
Oh, I had one of these eggs. You're mine. I still got a bit left.
Let's figure out what the beans do.
Beans it is.
Over the course of the evening, you're make an Arcana check for me.
17.
17. They're definitely magical. They don't appear to have any command word associated with them. There's no like runes on them of any kind. They appear to be inherently magical, but without the benefit of an identify spell or trying to use the beans for something, which would consume the bean. You're not able to garner any more information about what they specifically do. But you gather that they do something, and if you have a use of detect magic that Anath helps you out with, it's a very chaotic sort of magical aura, constantly shifting between different schools of magic. Like you look at it, it's evocation, then you look at it again, and they're all transmutation. You look at it again, they're all evocation, back to evocation.
You want? I mean, you can try eating these, but you've seen with the detect magic, you don't even know. It's all over the place.
That seems
Can
like
I
a
plant
Hall
it?
of Weave sort of job.
Is there like a bit of soil, like a pot or anything nearby? In your house, Wade?
I mean, there was the plant.
There is a plant.
Toss the bean in, please. Have it face downward so it sprouts.
Wade's gonna put it down there.
Thank you. I pop a bit of water on it, and then I watch it.
Right through the ceiling.
No, so after, let's see. After a minute, it sits there, it's not doing anything. This is interesting. After 1 minute, a crawling out of the hole you planted the bean in. Oh, go ahead, Kaz.
No, I would say if nothing happened, I would have tried to druidcraft to force it to grow.
Yeah, so after a minute, the pot starts
everyone get to cover.
And 1d how many?
I grab
1d6.
egg as well, and I'm just like shield egg.
Over the course of maybe the next 10 seconds or so, 1d4 plus 8. 1d4. So 9 bright pink toads crawl forth.
What you doing here, fella?
And just sort of mill about, hop around the house, behaving as frogs would.
I want to. I'm taking one.
Yeah. So when you go to pick up one of the toads and you scoop it up into your hands, it sort of looks at you for a second and then into a cloud of smoke. And where you were once holding a toad, a bright pink toad, you are now. Let me see. Tables.
There's a lot happening right there.
There is a lot happening right now.
I imagine that Wade's apartment is just like trash the next day
Yeah.
when we wake up.
And we didn't even get to the wine.
There is a this thing that you're holding, this toad that you're holding, expands into a bright pink boar.
Is it aggressive?
No, it's just chilling.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, hello.
It hangs out for an amount of time. Then it hangs out. The boar, you know, mills about for about a minute, and then into a cloud of bright pink smoke again, and is no more.
Cam gets attached to this boar immediately, names it Toad the boar, and is like sitting with it, and then when it poofs out of existence, you can just see like like mild like devastation on her face before she takes Egg the cat out and just like kind of pets it in her lap.
Did the rest of the toads disappear, or was it just the boar? That
Just the one that you touched and turned into a boar. The other ones are just kind of hopping around.
We're just gonna look at them and like, maybe. It's like, no, no. Nath, what? You can talk to animals, right?
Ribbit! What up, pal? What up? How you doing? Hey, buddy.
You gather that these are magical constructs and not actual toads.
Ribbit? Hippity hop. Fella, if you're gonna give me the silent treatment, I'm gonna give it back. Fine? Fine? No, fine? Fine? Doesn't want to talk to me. I kick it. I don't kick it.
All right.
Oh, no.
I don't actually kick it.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna go get a bowl of water and put it in front of the toads.
Yeah, over the course of, some of them hop into it and chill out for a little while.
And then turn my attention back to the other things that we had.
All right, what's next? You've got the piece of coal, a statue of dragon, and your hunk of stone.
I don't know that I don't know that Cam would be interested in the dragon so much after her experience.
That thing that she totally hasn't admitted to yet.
Yeah. She's like...
We don't know about it. I say we could just go in order, piece of coal.
All right. Arcana for me, please.
Arcana. That's a 15.
15. It's a piece of coal. You do some experimenting with it. you at one point hover it over a candle, and it starts to immediately glow blue, but it's not so hot to the touch. You can still hold it while it's in this state. And as you take it away from the flame, but it's warm in your hand, but not unpleasantly so. And a small little lick of fire just hovers over, like just grows out of it. It almost looks like it might have, it kind of looks like you can see, like, it looks like it might be eyes in this little bit of fire here. And it's just like smoldering away happily in your hand.
Did we just find a calcifer, you guys?
Yeah.
This is an item that is known. This is another Griffin Saddlebag item. This is the Forge Keeper's Spark. This is a fragment of a fire elemental attached to this piece of coal. And it, if you put this, you experiment with it, and if you put this in a fire, it will tend the fire that it is in. The fire cannot be extinguished by strong winds, produces no smoke unless you want it to, burns for twice as long with the same amount of fuel, and any food cooked in it is kept at the ideal temperature.
We just found a calcifer.
Hey, okay, buddy, you're gonna be hella useful. Hella.
Also, any checks that either use cook's tools, glassblower's tools, smith's tools, or tinkerer's tools that involve heating items in a fire are done with advantage.
Oh shit, yo!
Using this thing for help.
Speak to it.
You can speak at it.
Okay, it doesn't respond.
It seems to perk up when you speak at it, but it does not at any time attempt to speak back.
Understands but can't communicate.
Wade has a separate quest in mind. You said it was a fragment of a fire elemental.
I did.
Wade, being, a water genasi, being in tune with the elements, doesn't feel comfortable that this is a fragment of another creature that is separated from that creature.
Okay. It does also seem to understand primordial. Sorry, Kaz, what was that?
Does Wade voice any of these concerns?
No.
Right, never mind.
They're just percolating in his head.
Let's see. Next on the list was the hunk of stone, I think. Or was
it crystal?
Yeah, the hunk of crystal. Sorry.
Oh, I was confused.
I misspoke. This one goes really quick. Now that you have some time to sit down with it and play around with it. This is, you've seen these before. Countless people at the Hall of Weave have these. Although this is a very elaborate and ornate one. This is a transmuter's stone. As granted by the Transmutation Wizard subclass. Which any of you can use, but cannot necessarily change what it is currently set to. And I closed what it was set to. It is... Wizard. It is set to give resistance to lightning damage to whoever is holding it.
Bad those rats weren't holding it.
And now they're in my stomach.
Well, they're in pieces in your stomach now after that egg.
And yours too.
I feel like when the statue of the dragon comes up, Cam just kind of like, if someone goes to reach for it, she just kind of like grabs it and like shifts it over. I have a confession to make.
What's wrong?
Well, you remember when we were going down the stairwell after I put it back into place, and there was I imagine you guys saw what I saw, and that there may have been a giant that had been walking through the woods. That was my doing. I remember we saw those pieces around. I picked up the big one and put it on the map, and it just immediately walked off of the map and was gone.
You might want to send a letter to...
I was thinking that I should probably go and check on that very soon. But you're right that right now we have a lot going on, that I should probably alert somebody about that. So if that place does belong to the Hall of Weave, maybe they have some sort of protocol of if one of these things were to get out, and we could tell them.
Surely. Every good establishment would have.
But I think I know what that dragon does. If we were to go back.
What did?
You say that, but I mean, it looks a little bit different than what you would imagine like a regular dragon. It's like not that I'm saying I'd put it, down to see. And I always like learning about things, but sometimes you have to think about the consequences.
Well, yes, exactly. I should have thought about the consequences of my actions in that moment. I was just...
the consequences of eating random magical eggs. That's...
We have a lot of learning to do, I think.
Is that you calling me out there? Is that you attacking my person?
But I don't want anything like that to happen to you again, is all,
Well, how will we learn? And plus, I already ate or cracked the egg open. It'd be wasteful.
I mean,
If
but
that's
did
how
it do like? Did it have any benefit to you? Did you?
I did say it almost felt like something might have happened, but maybe he's too. She like makes a small gesture and then removes her hands. Maybe it just wasn't for him at the moment.
What's how you doing with your hands there?
I was just...
I mean, I feel very sustained, personally. I feel like that egg did me quite well. Went down pretty heartily, I think.
We can take a look at it, though. She hands it, like, she lets it go now, at that point, when it's pointed out that it looks a little bit different than a normal dragon.
It'll be fine, don't worry. You summoned a giant, and the giants run amok somewhere else.
Maybe I set him free. Like maybe he lived over there.
Exactly.
I don't know.
What if he was held here against his will? And like, you know me, I fly straight, and I'm a free spirit, like little Joe. Like as we were talking, you couldn't hear actually. You couldn't understand.
Aren't we almost like holding this part of a fire elemental? Like, do we know if it's against its will? Like, it can't even speak to us.
Wait, give me a second. Pass me the rock, please. Okay, I'm gonna prop the rock on I'm gonna try and balance it on something, so it would tip and if anything touched it. Okay, we know it.
Nope.
You
cut out for a second there.
Yeah, you went kind of garbly.
We know we can speak to it, right?
Yeah, it does. It does seem to react when it is spoken to.
Okay, are you here against your will? I shout at it. I shout loud.
Let's see. It when you say that, it dims heavily.
Is that a yes?
Make an insight check.
I'm going to speak in primordial, but would you be happier if you were reunited with your larger being, the rest of yourself.
Kaz, what's that face?
I got a 1.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hard
In
to
my
say.
defense, I didn't set the parameters.
No, you didn't. But it when you ask it if it'd be happier, what does this thing consider part of its larger being? When you ask it that, it flares up and it looks like the fire, like the little, it's very small, like the fire is like maybe 3 inches tall, and it like spins around a little bit, almost happily, I think. Now you've started asking it enough questions, you can kind of interpret a pattern of kind of responses that you didn't really give it any parameters on how to respond, since it cannot speak.
I was trying to be like tip left if I was like that was the most crucial bit of information I forgot to give it.
We're gonna play a game of 20 questions with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what we can do. This dragon, though. Back to the dragon.
So this is weird. You spent make an Arcana check so I can tell you actually what all you get. This is gonna be a straight Arcana, no advantage or disadvantage on this one. 16.
Oh, no advantage is like Arcana is 20. 16 plus 4 is 20.
Yeah. So this is strange. This is very strange. It is, to your eye, very clearly magical. You look at it closely, it is a very intricately detailed carving of a dragon that appears to be carved out of some sort of crystal. It's like a white crystalline material, semi-translucent, like a quartz or something. You know, while it is like kind of white in color, the dragon depicted here is very clearly, to your understanding, not a white dragon. The body shape is wrong. It's got different horns. It has like this series of like almost like spines down its back, but when you look very closely, you can see that they're not physically attached to the sculpture. They're just floating there, moving with it as though they were attached. But when you cast Detect Magic on it, it just reacts as though it was completely non-magical. With a dirty 20, you have you know from your studies, although I don't think you know how to do I don't think you have the power level necessary to do it yourself yet, that there are ways to mask magical auras that are imbued into objects, but you suspect that might be going on here because everything about it says I'm magical, other than trying to detect magic. You would know from just having lived in Crystal Harbor, and you would have probably, I think, yeah, Cam, you like shiny stuff. You would know these people too. One of the premier shops for purchasing gemstones that caters to more like students of magic. It's like the lower end gem shop in town. That is known. There's a place known as Brilliant Baubles that is located in the old port. It's one of the few businesses still operating there. I'd say you'd probably be familiar. Both of you would at least be familiar with the shop if you hadn't been there before.
Okay.
That might be a place to go for more information. But on the end of analyzing these magical items, determining some of their properties, I think that it's a great place to call it a stream. Welcome to level 4.
Oh.
All right, let's get ready into multi-class into bod, baby.